Make sure that's updated. Come over here, just make sure and check my settings. Cool. All right. Well, let's see. Might as well get just stuck into it. Name. Hawks. That's all I need. Hey. I see an annoying girl running towards me from a distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. This girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. That sounds really depressing. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. Yeah, I would too. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I'd almost feel better off running away. Oh my god. That's not being a very good friend. However, I just saw an idol in front of a crosswalk and they already catch up to me. Ha ha. I overslept again. But I've caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I've decided to stop and wait for you. You say that like you're thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Tox. Yes. Very mean. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Wow, damn, I'm mean as shit. Fine, fine. But you did wait for me after all. I did wait for you. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean even if you want to. I don't believe that. Whatever you say, sorry. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Tox, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm really not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. Yeah, who wants to join a club? That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. I did? Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Wow. Sorry, likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free times on games and anime. Yeah, but perfect. I was talking about how I was worried that you would learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Whoa, damn, sorry. Your happiness is really important to me, you know? And I know you're happy now, but I'll die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. What's wrong with being a NEET? You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little harder? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does yeah, everything inside her head. The school day is ordinary as ever and it's over before you know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sarah wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. What? Sarah must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. Whoa, damn. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Sarah. Yeah? There's no way I'm going to your club. She's just mean. Meanie. Sarah is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title Vice President. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Exactly. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member. Wow, sorry, just making demands. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. I don't know, she's got cupcakes. Maybe we should go. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sarah is really that much of an airhead or she's so cunning as to have planned all this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake. Okay, perfect. We're getting a cupcake. Yes, let's go. And thus today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I don't know, it must be a pretty good cupcake. I dejectedly follow Sarah across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit. Sarah, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here. I told you, don't call me a new member. Yes, sir. Just volunteering us for something we didn't sign up for. I'm glance around the room. Girl 1, welcome to the literature club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously, you brought a boy? Whoa. Don't assume. Ready to kill the atmosphere. Ah, Tox, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. Yeah, exactly. Oh, way to escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredible cute girls. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki. A girl with a sour attitude whose name is apparently Natsuki is the one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes her look like a first-year student. She is also the one who made cupcakes according to Sarari. You can't just ignore her when she's getting moody. Sarari says that quietly into my ear, then turns back towards the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparatively more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sarari and Natsuki. Well, it's nice to meet you both. And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again, Tox. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talk, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic, basically completely out of my league. Having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica? Come sit down to talk. We made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Yeah, those cupcakes better be good. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I just got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sorari mentioned, it's been widened so that there's one space next to Monica and one space next to Sorari. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of a room where Natsuki grabs a wrap tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sorari. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Ooh. Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. Ah, yes! Cat cupcakes, perfect! The whiskers are drawn with icing and little pieces of chocolate were used to make the ears. It's so cute. Yeah, they better look cute. I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Sorari grabs one first, then Monica, I follow. It's delicious. Sorari talks with a mouthful and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking at the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. Can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Gee. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Perfect. Nice tasting cupcakes. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like haven't I heard this somewhere before? Maybe even for you or anything. So she's a Tsunade. A Tsundere, or however you pronounce that. I thought you were technically did, Sorari said. Well, maybe. But not for you, not for, you know, you dummy. Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Yeah, you do? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I'm not really into tea. I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not. Insulted, Yuri looked away. I meant that, you know. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be pastime for me, but I at least enjoy your tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So what made you consider the literature club? I got forced into it. I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so that's okay, don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As a president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of a debate club last year? Well, you know, To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for the events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I was surprised that there aren't more people in the club yet. Must be hard to start a new club. Well, you could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. Exactly. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah. We'll do our best. You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they're all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. But I don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So, Tox, what kind of things do you like to read? Who knows? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga. Yeah, exactly. There we go. I might have quietly to myself, half joking. I'm not joking about that. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something but keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of a teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. Well, that's a positive. But you know, unlike a lot of things, stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Yeah. Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something I can relate to at a minimal level. Straight Yuri might as well have me having a conversation with a rock. Oh, damn, don't put yourself down like that. Really, I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you. I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. I hate horror. Oh, what's that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Whoa, what do I got to do with horror? Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You'll have to piece of scrap paper behind the last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called... Don't say it out loud! Give that back. Fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sorry, slides up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute! Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? Yeah, I'm curious to see what the poems are about. No. Whoa, damn. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. What do you mean I wouldn't like them? You wouldn't know until I heard them. Not a very confident rider yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of riding takes more than just confidence. The truest form of riding is riding to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have any experience riding too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. She's looking embarrassed. I'm gonna take that as a no. I guess it's the same for Yuri. Oh, I wanted to read everyone's poems. You all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. And next time we meet, we all share them with each other. That way everyone is even. Yeah, let's do that. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all to get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. That sounds like a very good idea. Isn't that right, Tox? Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back at the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join the club. Whoa, come on, you can't say that now. They've offered you cat cupcakes. You have to join. You have to. Sarah may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made a decision. I still have one clubs to look out, and I lose my train of thought. All four girls stared back at me with dejected eyes. Yeah, look at the disappointment in the eyes. You can't say no to that. But I'm sorry, I thought. Tox, you all. I'm defenseless against these girls. Yeah, exactly. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Okay, I think you're starting to get ahead of yourself now. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes line up. Yes, I'm so happy. Sorry, you wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey! You really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. No, I didn't just come for the cupcakes. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone, remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Tox, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah, I'm looking forward to how I express myself too. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my medical riding skills? Yeah, wow, going right for the impressment, are you? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey Tox, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, Sarah and I never walk home together anymore because she's always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sarah, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Why can't you just enjoy your time with new people? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure every good fortune will find me. I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. It's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. Oh, okay. Oh, where do we go? Analysis Inferno, amazing, vicarious, marshmallow hair, peace, play, clouds, broken. Let's go Inferno. Extreme, romance, fear, summer, jump, cheeks, clumsy, philosophy, fantasy, sticky. Let's go with some fear. Love, destiny, rainbow, atone, unrequited, scars, anger, bed, starscape, empty. Scars. Heart, pure, bunny, contamination, silly, passion, party, wonderful, disoriented, and flee. Contamination. Desire, spinning, heartbeat, existence, tears, candy, after image, landscape, imagination, marriage. Let's see. After image. Family, color, music, beauty, variance, bouncy, sing, unstable, infallible, dream. Let's go dream. Holiday, Doki-doki, lipstick, heaven sent, suicide, lazy, vacation, nature, journey, tenacious. Getting achievements. Lazy. Let's go holiday. Hopeless, vivid, sugar, whistle, smile, prayer, cute, mouse, sensation, bubbles. Bubbles! Playground, calm, rose, cage, anime, infinite, special, email, charm, graph. Memories, forgive, fun, awesome, kitty, games, anxiety, sunset, despise, friends, happiness, hurt, Valentine, parfait, milk, despise, chocolate, question, together, bliss, essence, lucky, whisper, determination, papa, giggle, giggle, childhood, depression, pleasure, tragedy, fires, agonizing, shopping, hope, excitement, joy, let's go. Dark kiss, grief, uncanny, judgment, whirlwind, proof, sadness, precious, fickle, let's go dark, festa, puppy, strawberry, feather, rain cloud, warm, fluffy, unrestrained, cry, ambient, dazzle, secretive, loud, disown, vibrant, promise, comfort, alone, skipping, intellectual. Let's disown. Lust, cheer, incongruent, pink, dance, hop, captive, pout, nightgown, melancholy. Let's add some lust in there. Crimson, climax, vertigo, melody, incapable, treasure, time, embrace, socks, raindrops. The funny choice is that one there, up the top. Sure, why not? Shame, entropy, ocean, insight, lollipop, daydream, fireworks, electricity, sweet, and pain. Let's go pain. Hoop, shiny, uncontrollable, explode, peaceful, vitality, eternity, laugh, jump, defeat. Explode. I just need to check something quickly. Properties. Okay. For water. Hi again, Tox. Glad to see you didn't run away. Almost. Nah, don't worry. We wouldn't run away. Of course not. Of course not. This might be a little strange for me, but at least keep my word. Exactly. Keeping words. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Tox. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. No, it's definitely not an overwhelming commitment. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. Hey, I deserve all the slack. Sorry, told me you didn't even want to join the club, any clubs this year. Whoa, sorry, just telling on us. And last year too. I don't even know if you plan to come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take it seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Hey, I took it seriously. I got a poem, perfect poem, best poem. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps a manga collection in the club room. Oh shit. Natsuki finds herself struck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature. She's not wrong. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki pops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Tox always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. Yeah, exactly. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Yeah, because you'd forget it otherwise. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sorry, that's because your room is so messy it's distracting. Oh shit. And you almost set your house on fire. Oh my god, damn, sorry. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. Yeah, don't worry, we can become friends. How come you and Tox can be? How come you and Tox can become good friends too? Exactly. Sorry. As usual, Sari seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me in. I don't think it was that weird. Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know. Wait, Sari? Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Yeah, what did you bring? Never mind. No, I want to see. Sari made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking. It can't be that big of a deal. Guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. Yeah, I wasn't expecting anything. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. He reaches into a bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out. Oh, thank you, Yuri. So I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. Oh, thank you. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted. What type of book are you giving me, Yuri? This is... How's this girl accidentally being so cute? She is being cute. She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. No, it's gonna get set down. I'm gonna forget about it and not read it. I enthusiastically take the book. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expect Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sarah and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. Are we gonna read these poems? I've got the best poem. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for the chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a bit more, but at the same time I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. Catch a glimpse of the cover of the book. It looks like the same book that she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Ah, crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me and your eyes meet for a split second. But then only makes her harder face deeper in the book. Sorry. I was just spacing out. I'm out of this sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh, it's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so that's the book you gave me, right? I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason. Your face tells me otherwise. Just curious, how come you have two copies of the same book? Ah, well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday, and that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy two of them. Ah, I see, yeah, two of them, sure. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. No, I won't. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Oh, maybe I will read it, actually. Is that so? What's it about anyway? Well, Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous looking eye symbol on the front cover. Ooh, this looks fun. Alright. I just wanted to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with a long lost younger sister. Interesting, you got me intrigued. As soon as she does, her life gets really strange. Okay, go on. She gets targeted by these people who escape from a human experiment prison. Oh my god. And while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. Yeah, it does sound intriguing. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships and her life starts to fall apart. Whoa, okay. What kind of... That's kind of dark, isn't it? You made it sound like it was going to be a nice story. So that dark turn came from nowhere. Yeah, it did. Ahaha. Yuri gently giggles out all of a sudden. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Talks? No, it's not bad. I just wasn't expecting a twist. I mean, I can definitely enjoy these kinds of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into these things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that those kinds of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals or their own philosophy that they believe in. Then suddenly when you thought you relate to the protagonist, they're made out to be the naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. No, you're fine, Yuri. I'm sorry. Don't be sorry. Yeah, hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Yeah, it sounds like an intriguing story. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. What problem's that, Yuri? When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. Oh, that's fine, Yuri. And please stop me if I start talking too much. No, that's fine. You're explaining the book to me. Why would I stop that? I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. Exactly. That's the least I can do, is listen. It's a literature club after all. That's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? You don't have to. Yeah, we'll read this book right now. What are you saying? Just a moment ago you said you were looking forward to it. Yeah, you were looking forward to it, weren't you? Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieve the book that I put in my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I think I'm making it embarrassed. I slipped into the seat next to Yuri. Yeah, definitely making it embarrassed. Yeah, are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. Stop apologizing, Yuri. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. Okay, that's fair enough. That is reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence all over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry. I was just... Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? Yeah, I do. I don't really mean to. Sorry. Stop apologizing, Yuri. I mean... Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's and then hold my book more between the two of them. Well, going with the move straight away, are ya? I suppose so. Look, yeah, we're making Yuri embarrassed. Yuri timidly credits her own copy. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. Feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the pages. Here. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way, I turn a page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're held it even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracted me. I know why it's distracted you. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? Huh? Yes, we were not thinking about the book anymore. Turn the page. Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. You definitely did get distracted. I glance over at Yuri's face again and your eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's not the reading that's the problem, it's being distracted. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me. Yeah, thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finished the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey Yuri, this might be a silly thought, but The main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. There. You think so? How does she? Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways, but she also second guesses all the things that she says and does. Like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. Yeah, I can see how you can make that comparison. It's not like I can see into your head or anything, but they're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms. I see. Yuri remains silent for a moment, but talks. That's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. That's so embarrassing that you think that. Wait, I didn't mean to put it in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I really didn't know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. Yeah, you need to think before you speak. I guess I more meant that it's kind of cute. There we go. Phrasing. Ah, what are you saying all of a sudden? Yeah, look, we're making her embarrassed again. Silence. Okay, everyone. I think it's about time we shared today's poems with each other. Ah, perfect. We're getting into the poems. We might not have enough time if we wait too long. Ah. Yuri exhales, spared from finishing their thought. Is that alright, Yuri? You look kinda down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. It's not. It's fine. Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. Ow! Oh. Alright. I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer I only read it with you? Wow, being direct there. I see. I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way. In that case, I'll read a little more tonight. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know? That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time. Alright. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book and then slip it back into my bag. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I never really done this thing before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? Yeah, I'll share my poem. It's with someone. I can't wait. Zoro and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Zoro is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composite notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Who should I show my poem to first? Well, we'll talk to Yuri. Let's go show Yuri. Yuri seems the most experienced, so I should start with her. I can trust her opinion to be fair. Damn, bots again. Go away. Bots be gone. As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten up. Exceptional. What was that? Did I say that out loud? You did, Yuri. Yuri first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face. We made her embarrassed again. Well, he's going to hate me. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. Exactly, you didn't do anything wrong. I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Yuri takes a breath. So, what kind of ride experience do you have? Yeah, use of imagery and metaphors indicate you've written a lot of poetry before. I have not. I'm just making this up as I go along. Really? Oh, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really. Huh? Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again. Alright, hang on. I'll be back in a second. I have to go to the bathroom. Take a drink. Alright, let's get back into it. Well, I know that. I just meant, Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her finger along the words of the poem as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah, okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there's specific riding habits that are usually typical of new riders. And having been through that myself, I kinda learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new riders is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a riding style separate from the topic matter, and they form fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stamina is completely gone and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. Might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little biased though. Well, I thank you for your feedback, Yuri. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine, you need to stop apologizing. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'll have to share my thoughts process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamingly as if there's a great opportunity for her. which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. It must be this one, the last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. Well, at least I think that's it. I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting. Oh god, no. Your handwriting is like 10 times better than mine. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. But yeah, it's hard reading cursive. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. That's a relief. Also, I liked the poem. Yeah, the poem was nice. Even though it's short, it's really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Woohoo. Actually, the story isn't about ghosts at all, Tox. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. What do you mean? I read that damn thing. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of a poem is only being symbiotically compared to a ghost, lingering in the last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left without nothing. That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. There's nothing really. Yours was impressive too, so... Nah, if anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. I definitely could learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Yeah, of course. You know, I was really nervous about doing all this, but in the end I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you, Tox. Me too. Who should I share my poem to next? Let's go share Monica. Hi, Tox. Having a good time so far? I am having a good time so far. Yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, I wanted to share your... Want to share your poem with me? It's kinda embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Tox. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know. But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past in. Yeah, that's true. I handed Monica my poem. Good job, Tox. I was going ooh in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. Yeah, we were just putting words together. But even putting words together, best poem. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. Exactly. That way it always counts when I put in some effort. That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of energy and symbolism. Yeah. Unlike Sarai, who likes using simple and direct words to describe her happiness and sadness. Nearly likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write like that effectively. Both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel or letting them deeply analyze all the nuances. It can take years of practice, which I assume Yuri has at this point. I never really asked though. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet. Yeah, no, I'm just making poems up as I go. Don't worry so much about it. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I love to see you try new things. Oh, thank you. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased towards their own kind of styles, but I always help you find what suits you most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Ahaha. Ahaha. Anyway, do you want to read my poem? Yeah, I'll read your poem, Monica. Don't worry, I'm not very good. You're better than me, Monica. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know. I see. Well, let's read it then. Home the war. It couldn't have been me. See the direction the sparkle protrudes. A noisy neighbor and angry boyfriend I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel blind like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas. Already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep. Stretching forever into everything, a hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in, I was looking out, and he, on the other side, was looking in. I like this poem, actually. So what do you think? It was a very nice poem, Monica. It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, that can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. I've been influenced, and it's been influencing my poems a bit. Well, what kind of epiphany did you have, Monica? An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip for the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on points. I need a damn words. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on paper and tidy it up later. That sounds like a good tip, Monica. Another way to think about this is, if you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. That's perfect advice. Thanks for listening. Who should I show my poem to next? Let's go Natsuki then. Silence. Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you. Whoa, damn, Natsuki. I had been a hater? That's a little blunt. Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. You didn't have to say it was bad, Natsuki. I just didn't. It just didn't evoke any emotions. Oh, damn. So basically, it's just not cute enough for your taste. Do you want to get smacked? I'll pass. Sorry. Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. I like that. Yeah, I told you that you were gonna like it. I like it. I really did like it. I found it funny and great. It's just so simple. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that riding has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my riding seriously. But that's for sure. I didn't take it too seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your riding style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. Unlike when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem, seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like, I set up a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out all the feelings in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into that than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I think you're making stuff up, Natsuki. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Okay, time to show Sorori. This is a good poem, Tox. Are you sure it's your first time? Yes, very first time. Of course. It's not that good. Am I the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time? And no, I am not. I guess you're right. But that's why it's impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously. Or that you wouldn't write one at all. Well, damn sorry, no faith in me whatsoever. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. It just reminded me of how you're really a part of a club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Tox, deep down you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying a new thing like this for other people, that's something only really good people do. Thanks, Sorry. I'm not sure if Sorry sees the full picture of my motive. Then again, I know your motive. I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah. And I'm gonna make sure you've had lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then. Yay! Now you read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. You're still better than me. We'll see about that. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you miss me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above. The sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast. I like that one a lot. Sorry. This is just a guess, but did you wait until the morning to write this one? Yeah, did you wait until the morning to write this one? No, it's just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. You definitely did, sir. That was a good one. Yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially for that last time. I made eggs and toast, even though you were late to school. It's bad to skip breakfast. It is bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. Hehehe. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Yeah. But next time, I won't forget. And I'm gonna have the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. Phew. I guess that's everyone. I'm glancing around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre riding abilities. Even if it's just being nice, there's no way my poem can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sarah and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Eh? Did you say something? Oh no, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Wow, Natsuki, are you hating again? Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute. Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? Clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? And that's the key, just admit you like what she's saying. Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple of suggestions. If I wasn't looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Damn! Sabina hater. Which people did, by the way. Sarah liked it, and Tox did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I spent a long time establishing my riding style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring. Which I haven't yet. And Tox liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Wow. That's not what I... You're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Tox appreciates my advice more than he appreciates yours. And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. I damn, we get in a fight. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I was the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Tox started showing up. I'm gonna die. Natsuki, Natsuki, that's a little. This doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly, both girls turned toward me as if they noticed I was standing there. Fox, she's just trying to make you look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate the simple riding is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. No, I think you're being a hater, Natsuki here. What's the point in making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Tox. Wait! There's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not the only unnecessary limiting yourself. It's also a waste. You understand that, right, Tox? Well, how did I get dragged first? Thank you for the follow, Dusk. It's not like I know anything about riding, but whoever I agree with, they probably think more highly of me. So of course that's going to be. Natsuki's being a hater. I have to go with Yuri on this one. Natsuki. You're I like your phone. Wait, that's no excuse for you to be so mean. You shouldn't pick a fight just because someone's opinion is different. That's not what happened at all. Yuri wouldn't even take my poem seriously. I understand. Yuri, you're a seriously talented writer. It's no secret that I was impressed. Well, but here's the thing, no matter how simple or refined someone's writing song is, they're still putting feelings into it, and it becomes something really personal. That's why Natsuki felt threatened when you said her poem was cute. I see. I didn't notice that. I'm sorry. But Natsuki, you took it way too far. Yeah, you definitely took that way too far, Natsuki. Yuri means well, and if you just told her how you felt, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. Are you kidding me? That's exactly what I did. It was her that... Natsuki, I think that's enough. Yeah, Natsuki. You both said some things that you didn't mean. Yuri apologized. Don't you think you should too? Natsuki clenches her fist. In the end, nobody has taken her side. She's trapped at this point, being defiant only because she can't handle the pressure. I end up even feeling bad for her. Sometimes when I'm hurt, it helps to take a walk and clear my head. Sorry, she doesn't need to. You know what? I'm going to do that. It will spare me from having to look at all your faces right now. Without warning, Natsuki snatches her own poem up from the desk and storms out. On the way out, she crumbles up the poem with her hands and throws it into the trash. No, don't throw it out. It was a good poem. You just can't be a hater to other people. Natsuki. She really didn't need to do that. Now look across the room. Yuri has her chin buried in her hands while she stares down at the desk. I gingerly approach her and sit in an adjacent chair. Sigh. Everything alright? I'm so embarrassed. I can't believe I acted like that. You probably hate me now. No, I definitely don't hate you, Yuri. No, Yuri. How could anyone not have gotten frustrated after being treated like that? You handled it as well as anyone could. I don't think any less of you. Well, alright, I believe you. Thanks, Tox, you're too kind. I'm thankful to have you a part of the club now. It's nothing. One more thing. That one thing Natsuki said about, you know, I would never do anything so shameful. So, What thing did Natsuki say? Yes, plausible deniability. Well, never mind that. I'm gonna go make some tea. Oh, good idea. Make enough for me. Make enough for more than one person, okay? Yeah. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did all you feel sharing your poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright, well, mostly. Tox, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you'll learn something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kind of poems everyone writes. With any luck for meaning, I can at least do better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with a newfound determination. Tox, ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Hee hee hee. Suri beams at me. It's truly been a while since Suri and I spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sorry, about what happened earlier. What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that mean kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. No, I don't hate them. Taking the words out of my mouth. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you. Phew. You know, Tox, it's a nice thing I got to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. I think everyone really likes you too. That's hee. Every day is going to be so much fun. Sigh. It looks like Suri still hasn't caught onto the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? Well, we'll just have to see what the future holds, Suri. I pat Suri on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to see Suri as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay. Yeah, let's do this. Alright, we're back into choosing words. Prime, nibble, amazing, bouncy, judgment, death, rainbow, bunny, hopeless. Let's go with nibble. Unstable, treasure, rain crowd, playground, despised, climax, jump, imagination, eternity, peacefulness, unstable. Calm, pout, feather, candy, melody, comfort, cute, melancholy, vanilla, awesome, melancholy. Tragedy, proud, dance, happiness, hurt, pure, childhood, empty, intellectual, infallible. Let's do intellectual. Ah! Why am I mispronouncing words now? Chocolate, alone, electricity, incongruent, agonizing, fear, smile, pleasure, defeat, crimson. Let's go electricity. Lust, skipping, nature, tears, sparkle, effluent, sweet, free, unrestrained, sunny. Let's go sunny. Dream, festa, wrath, summer, insight, extraordinary, infinite, anxiety, giggle, determination. Well, I've been giggling a lot. Let's go giggle. Lucky, heaven sent, well, suicide, universe, depression, waterfall, jumpy, secretive, scars, waterfall. Pink, milk, proof, peace, fluffy, wonderful, essence, cry, sing, starscape. Starscape, why not? This is right, email, analysis, hop, buffet, holiday, sticky, cage, horror, together, aura, whistle, embrace, entropy, destiny, shiny, swimsuit, atone, contamination. Let's go with aura. Sunset, hope, kiss, portrait. Okay, girl. Precious, philosophy, fickle, vitality, vacation, anger, precious, pain, fantasy, love, family, cheeks, party, misery, excitement, explode, vertigo. Family. Shame, covert, grief, blanket, adventure, journey, special, promise, marshmallow, daydream. Daydream, graveyard, spinning, forgive, valentine, sugar, warm, broken clouds, breathe, charm. Let's go graveyard. Silly, vicarious, whisper, sensation, ribbon, brightening, raindrops, clumsy, inferno, gone with kitty, always gone with kitty. Disown, prayer, color, passion, rose, doki-doki, for fireworks, fireflies, strawberry, uncanny, let's go fireflies. Kawaii, meter, lollipop, skirt, bubbles, disoriented, headphones, music, dazzle, friends. Let's go disoriented. Play, anime, after image, massacre, laugh, beauty, lipstick, unending, unrequited, whirlwind, let's go massacre. Captive, fun, games, joy, tenacious, dark, romance, extreme, memories, and let's go with some misfortune at the end. Another day passes as it's time for club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple of days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Hi, Tox. Yo, sorry. Looks like you're in a good mood today. Hehehe. I'm just still not used to you being in the club, that's all. I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always the simple things with you anyway. Speaking of which, I'm kinda hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack? Yeah, no, I wanna go buy the snack. No thanks. Damn it. That's not like you at all. I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, sir? Why's that all of a sudden? No reason, really. Are you the reason you asked me to buy a snack is because you're broke, sir? I just wanted to look at it. Sorry, nervously retrieves the coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open, and she turns it upside down and lets the contents spill on the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. I knew it. I can see right through you, sir. That's not fair. How did you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have brought a snack before coming to the club. So either you're not hungry and want an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry, and so that only leaves the one option. Ooh. I give up. Don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Exactly, feel guilty. Yuri suddenly giggles. I didn't notice that she was listening in. Her face is in her book as always. I wasn't listening or anything. I was just something in my book and you were listening, Yuri. Yuri, tell Tox to let me borrow some money. No, don't ask her for money. Just you should stop spending your money. Don't get me involved in like that, sir. Yeah, exactly. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. See, me and Yuri have the same thoughts on this subject. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. Exactly. I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed in my book. I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. There's no way you could think that. You were right, though. I did something bad, and now I have to accept the revolution. Retribution. That. Still coming from you, sir. I guess there's a little devil inside all of us, isn't there? Don't let her fool you. Sari knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me. But You wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcake. No, you're not wrong there, sorry. Those cupcakes were... if you didn't say cupcakes, I wouldn't have come. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them. Oh, what? You tricked Natsuki into making cupcakes just to get me into the club? Oh my god, you're devious, sorry. Come on, give me some more credit than that, sorry. Out of nowhere, someone smacks Suri in the face and tumbles onto the desk. Oh shit! Ow! What was that? A cookie. Sure enough, it was a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Suri glances around. Is this a miracle? It's because I paid my restitution. Actually, that one almost won. I was just gonna give it to you, but then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction, but Natsuki, that's so nice of you. I'm so happy. Sorry, hugs for cookie. Jeez, just eat it. Sorry, rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite. So good. Sorry, suddenly cups her hands over her mouth. I bit my tongue. Yeah, sucks to be you, sorry. You're going through a lot over just one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. Ah, yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Jeez, beggars can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. Still, I'm really happy that you shared this one with me. Hee. Suri gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki and wraps her arms around her. Ah, jeez. I get it. Cookie still in the hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Suri off of her. Suri suddenly leans down and takes a bite out of Natsuki's cookie. Oh, damn, Suri. Just doing that just to get a bite? Hey, did you seriously just do that? Ooh. Mouthful, Suri trots away safely. Yuri and I laugh as well. Geez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monica, can you tell Suri? Natsuki glancing out. Monica isn't in the clubroom. Yeah, where is Monica? Where's Monica anyway? Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today? Not me. Yeah, I haven't either. That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. You don't think she has, I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. That's true. What, you mean she has a boyfriend? Excuse me. And suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. Are you there? I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Monica chose the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed. Sorry, don't just assume. Boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monica quizzically glances at me. Never mind. What held you up anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kinda just lost track of time. That makes no sense though. You would have heard the bell at least. Must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music at all, Monica. Well, that's a good skill to have. And I don't really. I kind of just started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool. You should probably play something for us, Monica. Monica looks at me. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. Yay! That sounds so cool. I also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Tox. Monica smiles sweetly. I think she's interested in me. Oh god, I better not fuck this up. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. Been practicing a whole lot recently, and I really love the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I? No, not really. I choose to leave out Suri's mischievous escapade. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. Looks like everyone here has settled down. Sarari somehow already finished her entire cookie. Yuri is back to her book and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. Hey Yuri. I suddenly noticed that Yuri's reading a different book from the one we've been reading together. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. No. I was kinda just waiting for you. If that's the case, why don't we go ahead and get started? Yes, let's. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first? Yeah, go ahead and make some tea, Yuri. Not at all. Thanks very much. If there's one thing you can make my reading time here any better, it's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention for yourself as well. Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow and watch as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf, the kind with a filter inside. Can you hold this for a second? Yeah, I can hold this. Sure. Yuri hands me a water pitcher and also fetches an electric knife. I'm going to plug this in at the teacher's desk and then we'll go get some water. She walks past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. No, give me a second. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerisms, especially because of her long ledge. Yuri appears elegant and methodical. Okay, may I have a water pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back. I might as well walk with you. Yeah, why not? Shall we go then? Yeah. Where are you two off to? Yuri was just gonna make some tea, so I suddenly realized how weird it sounds to explain this to Monica. Why is it weird? Just say you're gonna go for a walk with Yuri. But just fill in the water pitcher. Okay. Sorry, I'm just a little bit curious. Yeah, that's kind of a one-person job, isn't it? That's... Monica, please mind your own business for once. Or do you want to tell me that there's something wrong with me helping involve Tox in your club activities? Now my mouth gapes. I suppose there's nothing wrong with that. Then let's go, Tox. Yuri quickly exits the room and I follow. Once in the hallway, she suddenly puts her forehead against the wall. I spoke without thinking. How could I say something like that? Yuri. Something about the way she said that, it made me feel so irritated. What's wrong with me? No, Yuri. I think you did the right thing. Yeah, Monica had... no need for her to say what she did. I wasn't expecting it, but it's also not right for Monica to judge people like that. Tox, how come even when I do something bad, you're being nice to me? Well, because you didn't do anything bad. Because that's nothing you do is as bad as you make it seem in your head. Exactly. Nobody's perfect. We have emotions and we can't always hide them away. But you always amplify things in your head. Your mind turns a light rain into a hurricane. No. Wouldn't you hate me for something as terrible as that? Why would I hate you? I can't hate someone for having emotions. What kind of friend would do that? Yeah, exactly. What kind of friend would do that? Friend, you say? Yuri lifts her head. Tox, I really like being friends with you. Ha ha ha. Thanks, Yuri. I like being friends with you too. I kind of feel awkward saying something like that, but I'm doing my best to help Yuri feel better. Yeah, always make Yuri feel better. Anyway, yeah, shall we go? Yeah. Yuri and I walk to the nearest water fountain. Once we fill up the water pitcher, we return to the classroom. Tox, do you like oolong tea? Yeah. Anything is fine with me. Very well. Yuri sets the temperature on the kettle to 200 degrees. It's time to get the teapot. You really do this properly, don't you? Give me a second. Just need to adjust something on my end. Okay. You really do this properly, don't you? Of course. I shouldn't do any less when I'm making tea for others. even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything. Hoo-hoo. In that case, you'll only be more impressed. Perhaps I will. Yuri fetches the teapot and begins measuring the tea leaves. To my surprise, she even starts humming a little to herself. You must be in a good mood now. Is that so? I was letting it show. And you noticed I was doing a bit of thinking. And I've decided that I would try expressing myself a little more. Yeah, and you should. Turns out it's not very hard for me to do. When it's you who's around me anyway. Ooh, I think Yuri's got a crush on me as well. That's great, Yuri. Don't push yourself too much. You're always worried about me, Tox. It's very endearing. But Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. I watched Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us. Tox, I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today? Why's that? It's a little bit easier on my back. I can read with my back against the wall rather than bending over at the desk. Yeah, that sounds a much better position to sit in. Sorry, I didn't realize. No worries. I just have back pain fairly regularly, so I do my best to manage. Is that so? I wonder why that is. Yeah, it's most likely because of my... Were you gonna say your big boobs? Your posture, right? Always hunched over like that while reading. Yes, I have terrible reading posture, so that's why we should sit on the floor. Fair enough. I'll go ahead and get the book. I retrieve the book from my bag. I have some chocolate as well. It's a bag of small chocolate candies that I kept hidden from Sari's candy radar. Yeah, Sari would take my candy. I take it since it will go well with tea. Yuri and I then sit against the wall, teacups at our sides. As if in sync, we assume the same reading position as last time, each holding one half of the book. Except this time, our bodies are even closer to each other. I can't see too well. Yuri sides closer until our shoulders are touching. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? Yuri was always kind of cute, but when she's been less apprehensive, it's almost more than I can handle. Your teacup. Yuri hands me my teacup, holding it with my hand that's not holding the book. I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus, because now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. Yeah, you make sure you don't do that. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. She wears an intense reading expression, and I can only presume the world around her has faded away. I use all my willpower to focus on reading. After a few minutes, I finally manage to relax. I put the teacup between my legs and fumble with the chocolate wrapper. Sorry. I briefly let go of the book to finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want. That's okay. I won't take any. Are you sure? Yeah, you should have some chocolate, Yuri. Well, if I touch it, then it might get sponges. Oh, no, you're right. But maybe you shouldn't take the chocolate. I shouldn't be eating chocolate. You're right. I didn't even think about that. My bad. No need to apologize. I'll hold the book, okay? Are you sure? Of course. Yuri opens the book with both hands. She holds it so that I don't have any harder of a time reading from it. But as a result, her left arm is practically resting on top of my leg. Well, in that case, Yuri is already totally focused on reading the book. I say she's not totally focused on that. I take a chocolate candy and pop it into my mouth. Then I take another chocolate and I hold it up to Yuri. She doesn't even look away from the book. She simply parts her lips as if the situation was completely natural. Wow, way to go with the moves there. But that means I can't stop here. I apprehensively place the chocolate in her mouth, and just like that, Yuri clenches her lips over it. Yuri's expression suddenly breaks. I bet I would. Did I just... Yuri looks at me like she needs to confirm what just happened. Tox. Sorry. I guess I shouldn't have done that. Thanks. Well, nice being smooth there. Well, you were just helping. That's something that friends do. Right. I mean, Not really in that kind of context, but yeah, that's all it was. Yeah, then you don't need to stop or anything. I see the situation has got really tense. I bet it has. Yuri tries to return to the book, but I can't. But I can tell just by her expression that even she can't focus now. My heart is pounding. I nervously take another chocolate between my fingers, but this time Yuri's eyes meet mine. How did it even come to this? Yuri doesn't avert her gaze. I notice her chest is rising and falling to the ribbon of her boobs. Where are you looking, my dude? I raise my arm, just before, like before, Yuri parts her lips, but it's different this time. I take the chocolate and place it in her mouth. I feel like a hot breath on my fingers. Okay, everyone. Whoa. Yuri jolts back. It's time to share poems. Wow, Monica just way to break the tension. Oh, can you help Yuri put away the tea stuff, right? Yeah, of course. Okay, thanks. The spell is abruptly broken. I'll take care of the cups. Yeah. Yuri picks up the teacups from the floor. I picked up a bag of chocolates. In the end, we hastily clean up without so much as a word between us. I get the feeling that this is something neither of us have the courage to bring up. Who should I show my poem to first? We'll continue with Yuri. Let's see what you've written for today. Yuri says it for poem with a surprised expression on her face. Do you like it? Talks. This one might be even better than yesterday's. Oh, thank you, Yuri. How do you even pick up on this so quickly? Just making up words. Making words up. Just yesterday I was telling you the kind of technique worth practicing. Maybe that's why. You did a good job explaining. I really wanted to try giving it a more imagery. Yuri visibly swallows. Even her hands appear sweaty. I'm not used to this. Used to what? I don't know. But it's fine. Take your time. Yeah, take your time. Yuri breathes and corrects her thoughts. I know that Yuri likes to think before she speaks, so I offer that patience to her. Yeah, just being appreciated like this, I guess. It probably sounds really stupid, but seeing something motivated by my writing, it just makes me really happy. Are you saying you never shared your writing before? Yuri nods. Really? I don't believe it. I really only write for myself. And besides, people who would just laugh at me. Who would laugh at you, Yuri? Do you really think that? Again, Yuri nods. Huh. Even your close friends? Yuri doesn't respond to that. I wonder why. Anyway, do you want to share the poem you wrote today? Yeah, I do. If it's with you... The raccoon. It happened in the dead of the night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scuttling of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed that my strange tendencies as an ordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of my bread. My subconscious, well aware of the consequences. Well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom, the bread, my hungry curiosity, the raccoon, and... oh. Fuck, I don't know that word. Alright. It's too cursive for me. Too cursive. The moon increments its place. The moon increments its phase and reflects that much more light off my cutting knife. The very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited. Oh, perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto my newly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. A rush of blood, classic Pavlovian conditioning. I slice the bread and I feed myself again. Ooh, interesting poem. I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday. I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what the poem is about. That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style, using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them. Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something about that different people can relate to in their own way. I wanted to express the way it feels for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies. It's those sort of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself. So I sometimes enjoy writing about them. What do you keep them to yourself? Why do you keep them to yourself? Because they're embarrassing and people would make fun of me. Don't you have anything like that, Tux? Yeah, I probably do somewhere. Well, yeah, I guess I do. I feel like everyone has a little something like that. The best we can do is respect each other and our individualities. Even if it's difficult sometimes, some things make us uncomfortable. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad that you're a good listener. You're good at a lot of things. Writing, listening. There really aren't many people like you, Tox. Well, thank you. That's extrapolating a little bit. It's just how I feel. I never thought I would feel so comfortable sharing my writing, but now I almost feel like I look forward to it. It's just a really nice feeling, and you're to thank for that. It's nothing really. Yuri smiles sincerely at me. For just a moment, her timidness seems to disappear. Who should I take my poem to next? Monica was being mean. Oh yeah, so let's try Natsuki. Let's see if she's being less of a tsundere. Well, it's not really any worse than the last one. Oh my god, are you being a hater? But I can't really say it's better. Yeah, you're being a hater again, Natsuki. If you want. Well, anything. This isn't a train wreck. I'll take it a win. I get the feeling you're probably the most critical. Hey, what makes you... Wait, maybe that was a compliment. I'm glad to see someone recognizes my experience. Well then, keep practicing and maybe you'll be as good as me someday. That's something tells me Natsuki is completely missed the point. Yes, she has. Come to think of it, this kind of reminds me of Sarari's poem from yesterday. You think so? Yeah, well, I guess if you've been friends with her for so long, you might be on the same wavelength, but you never really struck me as her type. Saria has a type all of a sudden. Well, I don't know, but honestly, how can someone fluffily spend so much time with someone like you? What do you mean by that, Natsuki? It's like she's dragging around a dead weight. Oh my god. That's a little unnecessary. Yeah, that is a little unnecessary. But think of it this way. If it weren't for me, she would probably just fry away like I hadn't come aboard. You could say we each take care of each other in our own way. Whatever it is, I don't get it. Yeah, I guess I'm supposed to show you my poem. Here. Is it gonna be another simple one? Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wiggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time, I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me up. and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she likes, matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if she doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. It's gross. She's gross. The world is better off without spider lovers. And I'm gonna tell everyone. Oh my god. What gave you this idea, Natsuki? Not bad, right? It's quite a bit longer than yesterday. Yesterday was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do. No, of course not. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I'll have to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with much simpler analogies, and it helps people realize how stupid they're being. Like, anyone would agree that the subject of the poem is an ignorant joke. Do you know people like this? Of course, it's about how everyone thinks my... That doesn't matter, it can't be about anything. I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid if people find out they make fun of you or think less of you. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes as long as they're not hurting anyone? It makes me happy. I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. Yeah, it's a good perspective to have, Natsuki. That's funny. Yuri wrote about something similar today. Huh? Did you say Yuri? Yeah. She said her poem was about an unusual hobby of hers. I didn't really get it, but she said something similar to you. People shouldn't make each other feel insecure about those things. Really? Well, I mean, Yuri's pretty wired, so I wouldn't doubt that she has some weird hobbies. Not that there's anything wrong with that. It's not like I would judge her or anything. Natsuki has trouble finding words. I guess I should try not to be so mean to her. Yeah, stop being mean to everyone, Natsuki. If she feels insecure about her weird behaviors and stuff, I mean, I always hate people who make me feel insecure. And Yuri made me feel insecure yesterday. Well, you were being a bitch yesterday, Natsuki. But the way you put it, it sounds like she's learned her lesson. I would say so. Even if her writing style is really different, I'm sure she'll appreciate the message in your poem. It's what I do best after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. But conveying emotions is important. But I want to make people think and not just feel. Remember that. I'm going to write a good one for tomorrow too, so look forward to it. I will look forward to it. Welcome back, girl. Let's go Sayori next. Ooh, I like this one, Docs. It has some nice feelings in it. I'm glad. Does this mean it's better than yesterday's? Let me think. I don't know. I guess I like them both. That's not very helpful, you know. Well, I'm not very good at figuring out if poems are good or bad. But that's why I just go by my heart. If it makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem. I'm not sure if that's exactly how it works. Then again, I guess conveying feelings is a pretty important part of the whole thing. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place. Yeah, me neither. Why don't you at least try giving it some thought? Do you want me to write? You want to write something for me? That's so sweet. Yeah, right. But you're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point. Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll keep it in mind. Well, whatever. Anyway, let's see. I guess I like happy poems. Wait, sometimes I like sad poems too. Sometimes a little bit of both. There's a word for that, right? What's the word I'm looking for? Bittersweet. Yeah. I like things that are happy and things that are sad. Happy and sad. I can't see you liking something sad, sorry. Well, I like happy the most, but sometimes when you have a little rain cloud in your head, a sad poem can help give the rain cloud a little hug and make a nice happy rainbow. Sorry, that's unexpectedly poetic. It is? Babe, I'm getting better at expressing my feelings after all. Thanks, Tonks. I should go write that down then. You should go write that down. You can read my poem now, okay? Bottles. I pop off my scalp like the lid off a cookie jar. It's the secret place where I keep all my dreams, little balls of sunshine, all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe, and I put the bottle on the shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in bottles all in a row. My collection makes me lots of friends, each bottle a starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friends feel a certain way, down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams, friends after friends, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go, like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in the nooks and crannies. Digging and digging, scrapping and scrapping. I blow dust off the bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally all done, I open up and in come my friends. In they come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them from the shelf, one after the other, holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading something, but all I hear is echo, 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 echo inside my head. Wow, I really like that part. That one was interesting. Holy crap. Sorry, did you really write this? Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was gonna write the best poem ever?
Something is playing.
My Siri one. Oh, fuck. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was gonna write the best poem ever? Yeah, but I mean, I didn't expect something like that coming from you. Monica taught me a whole lot, and I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. I see that. It's almost kind of creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to you being so cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. Yeah, so don't hate on the poem. It was great. The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it. Thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little better. Writing is like magic. You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up. Yeah, writing's the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die. Don't get ahead of yourself. Sarah's always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. I wonder if this is one of those times, but seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. Alright, time to talk to Monica. Hi again, Tox. How's writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure, here you go. I give my poem to Monica. Alright, this one's good. It feels like you're not only getting more comfortable with your style, but the imagery is better than the last one I read. Just wondering, but have you been finding inspiration in Yuri's writing style? I guess so. You can't deny that she's talented. Yeah, totally. I think her poems are the most romantic. That's the best way to describe it. She's like a totally different person when she picks up a pen. I noticed that too. Or when she's talking about literature, it's like the lights turn on inside her. Suddenly it's hard to get much personal conversation out of her. Trust me, I tried. Who knows what goes on in that head of hers. I hope you don't mean that in a bad way. No, of course not. I just mean that I wish that she didn't keep so much to herself. But still, defending her like that, you must be pretty into her. You completely misunderstood. Calm down, I'm kidding. Besides, I'm pretty sure she's already got a boyfriend. Wait, really? Yeah, a fictional. Anyway. Wow, what a twist. Monica kind of whispers the last part to me. It's just a hunch, but well, there's not really anything wrong with that. Well, I know. I was just saying. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look. Save me. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors. Thrashing, expanding, piercing, red, green, blue, and endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise that won't stop, vibrating waveforms, squeaking, screeching, piercing, sine, cosine, tangent. Like playing a chalkboard on a turntable, like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust, an endless poem of meaningless. Man, that what would be? That would sound terrible. A chalkboard on a turntable. It's even more abstract than your last one, huh? I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. It's just kind of thing really never seen before, I guess. I kind of like playing with space on paper. Choosing where and how the spatial words can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. The way I write the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about though. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be as abstract as a physical expression of a feeling, or a conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, why not? Putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip for the day. Okay, what's your tip for the day? Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. Oh, there is a save feature. You never know. You might change your mind. I should save. You might change your mind, or when something unexpected may appear. Wait, is this tip even about riding? What am I even talking about? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today, so if everyone could sit at the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Do you really have something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with the last minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We won't need much more than a few decorations. Sorori has been working on posters and I've designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. Ah, sorry, I thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing. Performing? Monica, yeah, we're gonna be having a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is we're also gonna let anyone else come up and recite poems too. Sorori's putting it all on the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Hehehe. Sorori, who's been coloring a poster, holds it up for us to see. Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting those posters up, or did you? Well, I did. Do you really think it's a bad idea? Well, no, it's not a bad idea, but I didn't sign up for this, you know. Yeah, you need to ask permission first. There's no way I'm gonna be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. I could never in my life do something like that. Imagining that Yuri shakes her head in fear. Guys, no, it's Yuri. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple days ago. It's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems out loud to a room full of people. I guess I kinda overlooked that. I'm so sorry. But I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and each of us put on a good performance, then it will inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is about. I need to drink some water. Get out of here. Yeah, drink some water, Ralph. Drink all the water, Ralph. Choke on the water. Yeah, it's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun. Chug the jug. Talking so much just it's making my like throat dry, so I need to keep it so I can continue speaking, because this is a very wordy game, and having fun. That's right, and it's for those reasons that we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share that with others to inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. And if all it takes is standing in front of a room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. It's wordy like it has what chamber. Stop. Yes. Yes. I didn't think I'd be talking this much. Well, you'd fit. I thought there would be like some voice acting in it, but I was wrong. Sarari looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sarari and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit. Well, maybe, but it looks like Natsuki doesn't have any argument left. Okay, fine. I guess I just have to get it over with. Alright. Phew. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else's expectant faces. Sigh. I guess I don't really have a choice. That's everyone. You're the best, Yuri. This crab is seriously going to be the death of me. Oh gosh. You'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No way! Monica! This is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poems in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Yeah, Monica's got a good point here. No. Don't worry. I'll start off with to help everyone feel a little more comfortable. Can I go next? Of course. Now, let's see. Monica flips through her notebook to the specific poem she has in mind for herself. She then stands behind the poem. The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. Monica begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before, or is this simply a natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monica finishes the recitation. The four of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles. That was so good, Monica. Thank you so much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to get next, Sayori? I'll go next. Ooh, Yuri's fired up all of a sudden. Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quietly over to the podium. This poem is called... Yuri anxiously glances at each of us. You can do it, Yuri. It's called After Image of a Crimson Eye. Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Oh no, you don't have to do it, Yuri. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. So it's like what happened when Yuri gets absorbed in her books. Her quivering words transform into the sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns in its structure that she enunciates with perfect timing. This must be the rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her as if she's bewildered even herself. It's up to me to save the situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterwards and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her, but we were caught so off guard that we must have forgotten. Yeah, how could you forget to applaud for Yuri for being brave? As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back to her seat. Yuri, that was so good. Thank you for sharing. Looks like Yuri is down for the count. Okay, I guess I'm next then. Sayori hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium. This one's called My Meadow. Sorry, I giggled. Sorry. It's a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do it so easily? Try not to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself, like you're in front of a mirror or in your own head. It's your poem, so it will come out the best way. I see. Okay then. Sayori begins her poem. Somehow it feels like a soft voice has made up as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheering like Sayori is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it, but hearing it come from Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she said she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. Sayori finishes and we applaud. I did it! Good job, Sayori. He even talks like that. I guess that's a good sign. What does that even mean? It came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you perfectly nicely. But it might be that other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery. I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours where the gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little more force behind them depending on what you're reading. I know what you mean. Well, I've been practicing that kind of thing. Oh, some more water. It's just embarrassing to do in front of everyone. But next time, I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know. Okay. Now, who's next? Natsuki. Don't make me go before Tox. It's not like I compare to you guys anyway. Might as well let Tox lower everyone's standards a little bit before I have to do it. Hey, stop being a hater, Natsuki, you bitch. Natsuki. It's fine. I might as well get it over with. It's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I just have to go with what I wrote for today. I stand up and step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put the energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway. Sorry, I'm not as good as everyone else. Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that'll improve over time, though. Yeah, maybe. Alright, then. That just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah. I'm going. Natsuki begrudgingly sets out of the seat and makes her way to the podium. The poem is called... Why are you all looking at me? Because you're presenting? Yeah. Natsuki. Anyway, this poem is called Jump. Natsuki takes a breath. When she starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she is still a little unaffused, the poem has a rhythm and rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. The words feel like they bounce up and down as if it's given life to the poem. Natsuki finishes and everyone applauds. She huffs back to her seat. That wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. You better not make me do this again. Oh well. Do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people? I mean, doing it in front of other people will be way easier. I can put on whatever face I want for other people. But when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it would be better the other way around for me. That's just how it is, so... Well, I guess in that case, you don't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope you all have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Jeez, I should probably find some other poem to recite instead. That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already presently surprised that you're putting in all this effort for the club. It makes me really happy. Yeah, no problem. Okay, everyone. I think that's about it for today. I know the festival is coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day. I can't wait. I can do this. Alright. I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sarah and Monica, but I'll do my best to get through it. It's for the sake of the club and impressing Monica. Okay. And then I'll have to do my best. Ready to go, Sarah? Yep. Look at you two, always going home together like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Hee. Jeez, guys, don't make such a big deal out of it. It must be a little nicer. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? It's okay, Docs, you don't have to say it. Whatever, let's just go already. I walk home with Sarah once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot has already changed. But today, Sarai is being a little nicer than usual on the way home. Hey Sarai. Sorry, I was spacing out. No wonder. I was thinking about something from earlier. I like how we get to... Sarai fumbles her words. So let's just say that one day Yuri asks to walk home with you. Huh? What would you do? What kind of question is that? Yeah, well, what are you trying to ask here? You're kind of putting me on the spot here. Well... would I walk home with Yuri? Or when I saw her walk home with Sarah? No, I think I would walk home with Yuri. Walking home with Yuri, huh? Why does that thought make my heart pound? Save. Well, I saved after. Oh well. Why does the thought of that make my heart pound? I mean, Given how hard it is for her to socialize, I would feel awful turning her down. So, isn't she so beautiful and smart? That has nothing to do with what I just said. You just admitted it. Jeez. There's not even any point in speculating something that's never going to happen. Well, maybe, but I just like to think about it. It's not long before you won't need me anymore, you know? I need you? Sorry. I can't figure out how you're seeing things in your head right now. I'm sorry. Everyone is different. Nobody in the club is a replacement for you. Yeah, you're my best friend here. If you say so. The conversation trails off and I'm left feeling awkward. But it was kind of her fault for trapping me with such a weird question. I can't just lie to her. But if there's something that makes her happy, I would hate to take that away from her. That's why I said there's no point in speculating. Then again, the festival is only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time. Alright, ambient, silly, fun, milk, sunset, comfort, disoriented, joy, tenacious, bed. Let's go with some milk. Lust, cheer, uncontrollable, warm, essence, wine, swimsuit, incongruent, tragedy, sing. Let's go with incongruent. Playground, marriage, skipping, romance, dazzle, sparkle, kayaking, ribbon. Let's go with Doki-doki. Together, strawberry, melancholy, dance, misfortune, electricity, beauty, landscape, depression, whisper, anger, smile, ocean, mass, empty, spinning, alone, sensation, universe, philosophy, eternity, sugar, skirt, adventure, bunny, sweet, cry, analyzing, agonizing, play, dream, tears, flower, heartbeat, clouds, misery, horror, uncanny, defeat. Let's go with misery, climax, disown, suicide, nibble, bubbles, wonderful, papa, vanilla, festa, heaven sent. Let's go festa, music, massacre, sadness, jumpy, insight, calm, blanket, atone, rose, crimson, massacre, anxiety, effluent, lipstick, sticky, incapable, chocolate, nightgown, hope, peace, summer. Let's go nightgown, daydream, fear, scars, portrait, feather, wrath, melody, peaceful, kiss, infallible, wrath, contamination, happiness, hopeful, awesome, vibrant, after image, love, vicarious, party, anime. Let's go with some anime. Hurt, inferno, lucky, desire, games, cloud, vertigo, childhood, rainbow, shame. Let's go inferno. Pain, treasure, forgive, whistle, family, vivid, plea, email, secretive, stars, great, secretive, charm, entropy, or excitement, unrestrained, holiday, explode, lazy, clumsy, cure, explode, dark, extraordinary, it's kitty, it's always kitty. Waterfall, whirlwind, rain cloud, fluffy, fantasy, intellectual journey, amazing, determination, laugh. Let's go for journey. Despise, vitality, pink, bouncy, imagination, graveyard, hair, cute, fireworks. Let's go fireworks. Death, color, question, promise, lollipop, fickle, destiny, cage, embrace, jump. Let's go destiny then. Oh man, I'm the last one here again. Don't worry, I just walked in too. Were you practicing the piano again? Yeah. You must have a lot of determination. Starting this club and now picking up the piano. Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. Remember that the club wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all you. I'm super happy that you're all willing to help out for the festival too. I can't wait for the festival. It's gonna be great. Huh? Weren't you complaining about it just yesterday, Natsuki? Yeah, you were, Natsuki. Well, yeah, but I'm not talking about our part of the festival, but it's the whole day of school where we get to play and eat all kinds of delicious food. You sound a bit more like Suri all of a sudden. Monica, do they usually have fried squid? Squid? That's a pretty specific thing to look forward to. Oh, come on. Are you saying you don't like squid? You of all people? I didn't say I didn't like it. Besides, what do you mean by you of all people? Yeah, what do you mean? Because it's right in your name. Monica. Hey, that's not how you say my name at all. Also, that joke makes no sense in translation. Never mind. Let's just focus on your own event for now, okay? Fine point. Your reactions are as fun as Yuri's or Sarari's anyway. Excuse me, where is Sarari anyway? Oh, there you are. Sarari is sitting at a desk in the corner of the room looking down at nothing. I'll walk over to her. Hey, Sarari. I wave my hand in front of her face. What's got her down? You're spacing out again. Sorry. Don't mind me. You can go talk to everyone else. Huh? Is everything alright? Yeah, sorry. Is this about because I said I'd walk home with Yuri? Of course. Why wouldn't it be? It just feels like you're a little off. Yeah, you do seem a bit off. Sorry for assuming things. Geez, you worry too much about me. I'm fine, see? Sorry shows me a big smile. Don't let me distract you from having fun with everyone. Well, alright. If you say so. Why don't you glance at Sarari before turning back towards everyone else? But the conversation has already dispersed with everyone back at their usual activities. Maybe I should ask Monica if she's noticed anything about Sarari recently. Since they've been preparing for the festival, they must be spending a lot of time together. I timidly approached Monica, who was shuffling through some papers at a desk. Tox, what's up? Hey, this might sound a little strange, but have you noticed anything weird, anything up with Sarari recently? Anything up with her? In what way do you mean? Maybe I'm reading into it a little too much, but she seems a bit downcast today. Oh, you think so? I can't say I've noticed anything about her. Monica peers across the room at Sarari, who's idly dragging a rubber eraser up and down her desk. Maybe there is something on her mind, but I'm surprised I'm not the one asking you to. You certainly know her a lot better than I do. Yeah, but she's never really like this. She's always talked to me about things that bothered her. But this time when I asked her, she's really dismissive and had to be about what yesterday's conversation. Sorry, I know it's not your problem. I just wanted to ask if you knew anything, so I'll drop it now. No, it's important to me too. I mean, I'm also friends with her, and I also care about the well-being of the club members, you know. Maybe I'll try talking to her myself. Are you sure about that? She seemed like she wanted to be left alone. Are you sure? Maybe she has a hard time bringing it up with the person of interest. Person of interest? What do you mean by that? She means she sorry, likes you dumb bastard. I'm saying that maybe the thing on her mind is you, Tox. Me? How on earth would you come to that conclusion? Well, I probably shouldn't say too much, but Sarari talks about you more than anyone else, you know. She's been so much happier ever since you joined the club. It's like an extra light was turned on inside of her. What? No way. Sarari is always like that? She's always been full of sunshine. It's not any different now than it's always has been. You're so funny, Tox. Have you ever thought that maybe you always seen her as so cheerful? Because that's just how she is when she's around you. I said too much. I'm sorry. What do I know anyway? I didn't mean to jump to conclusions, so you should just forget about what I said. I'll try to talk to her, so try not to think about it for now. Alright. Monica smiles meaningfully. I know she said to forget, but I already know that I won't be able to get her words out of my head. Monica stands up from her desk and walks across the room to where Sarari is sitting. I watch her kneel down to Surrey and gently talk to him, but she's keeping her voice so quiet that I can't hear from her. I sigh and sit down myself. I know Surrey told me not to worry about her and to have fun with everyone else, but that's impossible to do when she's behaving like that. Exactly how much do I care about her that I'm letting this weigh me down so much? Now it feels like I'm the one behaving out of the ordinary. But there's nothing I can do besides wait for Monica. Why does it feel like I'm being watched? I glance around the room. Suddenly I notice Yuri peering at me from over her book. But she looks away just as quickly with a frustrated look on her face. I realize that she won't get anywhere like this. I never really seen Yuri approach anyone. I'll start a conversation on my own accord. So I have no choice but to approach it myself. But by now it's a little easier for me to do that. I stand up from my desk and sit in the one next to her. I didn't mean to bother you or anything. Relax, you didn't even do anything. But I could tell that you wanted to be alone with your thoughts. Alone with my thoughts. How were you able to tell that I was thinking like that? Well, it's something that I do a lot. So it wasn't hard for me to spot based on your posture and expression. Not that I was staring or anything. I didn't do anything creepy like that. In any case, I guess you're right. I'm sorry if I caused you any concern. Don't apologize. Your troubles are only the concern of those who willingly share in that concern. Of course, there are certainly those who find the most comfort in keeping to themselves. But if you would prefer to share what's on your mind, then I'll be glad to listen. It's really not that big of a deal. I was just feeling a bit uneasy about Sorori. Yeah, there's a reason why. Sorori. Yeah, she seems a little off today, but when I asked her about it, she didn't want to admit it to me. So I can't help but wonder if something's happened to her. Oh, that's quite romantic. Sorry, I didn't mean to say something stupid like something stupid. It's not that, I just didn't want you to misunderstand. Sorry, and I have just been friends for a long time, that's all. Ah, I see. Then perhaps it's unusual for her to be dismissive to you about her feelings. Or maybe I'm just reading into it a little too much. Talks. The world is full of meaningful, often hidden deep beneath plain sight. And there are many untold mysteries behind every person, no matter how well you may know them. Ah, so you think there might be something behind it after all? I think that Suri is a very complex person. Her mannerisms on the outside don't always match what they might be going on in the inside of her head. And she may not always know what she wants. I noticed her strange behavior today too. I also feel some concern for her. But in your case, it looked like she was fully occupied in your thoughts, wasn't she? Well, I guess that was the case. Yeah, it was the case. Sorry. Shuri means a lot to you, doesn't she? I guess. But you don't need to put it that way. We're just good friends, that's all. Yuri suddenly looks deeply into my eyes. Her expression is gentle and curious, as if she's searching for something. Embarrassed, I avert my gaze. Sometimes, a person's mysteries are untold even to themselves. And you, as someone honest and caring, may uncover feelings you weren't aware were in you. But I think that she would be a very fortunate person to have you feel that way about her. Yuri, you give me too much credit. Yes, she is. I'm a pretty simple guy. So I think I'm pretty good at understanding my own feelings. Not nearly as sophisticated as you. That's not a compliment, is it? It is what it is. Anyway, as long as we're here, why don't we do some reading? Well, as long as you're okay with it. Yeah. I should be taking my mind off this whole thing anyway. Okay, everyone. After some time passes, Monica calls out to the club room. Why don't we share our poems now? For all I know, everyone is back to normal. Everyone goes to retrieve the poems and I do the same. I make eye contact with Monica and she smiles at me. I wonder what she's talking about with Sari. Well, let's go talk to Sari first. We need to cheer her up. It's nice, I guess. Come on, I can already tell you don't like it. Well, you don't need to worry about what I think. After all, you wrote this for someone else, didn't you? Damn, Sari, you just right into it. Probably Yuri. I didn't write this for anyone specifically. Maybe. That's not really what I meant though. But it's okay. You're making new friends. I was hoping. That makes me really happy. And you're happy too, right? In this club? Well, of course I am. Good. That's all that matters to me. Thank you, Docs. Sorry. Is it something wrong? Huh? No, nothing. I'm just a little tired today. Alright. Just tell me if you need anything. I will. Don't worry about me, okay? You can go play with everyone else now. If you insist, but what about your poem? Yay! I'm gonna go home a little bit early today. Sorry. Tell Monica I wasn't feeling well, okay? No, don't go home. I'll see you tomorrow. Before I can say anything else, Sari cheerfully walks out of the classroom humming to herself. Who should I show my poem to next? Let's go talk to Monica about... Sari. Hey, Docs. Have you thought about what you want to submit to perform at the festival? Well, being in this club is one thing, but performing in front of a bunch of people, I have to give it some more thought. Okay, no pressure. But whatever you do, I'm sure it will turn out great. It would also make me happy to see. Anyway, let's take a look at today's poem. Sure. I'll let Monica take the poem I'm holding in my hands. This style's gotten so refined, Tox. Yuri's been teaching you a lot of things, hasn't she? Well, I guess so. Yeah, I've been noticing how much time you spend with her. And I think I've heard her say more words these past couple days than she's talked in the whole year. Not sure how you did it, but that's pretty impressive. I'm just very good at writing poetry, I guess. The best poetry you've ever heard. Well, she just needs some patience and a way to talk about all the things in her head, I guess. I'm still getting the hang of it myself. You're certainly putting a lot of effort. You must really like her. That's... It's awfully suspicious, you know. Spending time with her in this club room every day, reading that edgy novel with her. Well, yeah, I just feel bad that she has a hard time socializing. Yeah, but you tell yourself that. It makes me want to make sure she doesn't spend all her time alone. Besides, the novel isn't too bad either, you know. Alright. I get you. Just be careful, alright? I know that Yuri isn't used to opening herself up. So if something bad happens while she's vulnerable, then it could be really hard for her. Her books aren't a total escape from reality, but just a bandage. You say that like I'm gonna hurt her. Sorry, I didn't really mean that. If anything, she might accidentally hurt herself. Anyway, I'll share my poem with you now, alright? Alright. The lady who knows everything. An old tale tells of a lady who wanders earth. The lady who knows everything. A beautiful lady who has found every answer, all meaning, all purpose, and all that was ever sought. And here I am, a feather. Lost adrift the sky, victims of the current wind. Day after day I search with little hope, knowing legends don't exist. But when all else has failed me, when all others have turned away, the legend is all that remains, the last dim glimmering in the twilight sky. Until one day the wind ceases to blow, I fall and I fall and I fall even more, gentle as a feather, a dry quill, expressionless. But a hand catches me between the thumb and forefinger, the hand of a beautiful lady. I look at her eyes and find no end to her gaze. The lady who knows everything, what I'm thinking. Before I speak, she responds in a howling voice. I have found every answer, all of which amounts to nothing. There is no meaning, there is no purpose, and we seek only the impossible. I am not your legend. Your legend does not exist. And with a breath, she blows me back afloat, and I pick up a gust of wind. Ooh. I'm really liking the poems in this game. You know, I feel like learning and looking for answers are the sort of things that gives life meaning. Not to get too philosophical or anything, but it was kind of on my mind, so that's what I wrote about. I see. Never really put much thought into it. In a way, it's almost paradoxical. Because if we had all the answers, wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning? You know, there's one thing I noticed. Seems like everyone in the club prefers writing about things that are more sad than happy. Are you surprised? I mean, if everyone was okay, we wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we? Well, that's a dark take to have. Humans aren't two-dimensional creatures. I think you know better than anyone. You mean one-dimensional? Ah, yeah, that. Anyway, here's Monica's riding tip of the day. Okay, what's your riding tip of the day, Monica? Are you ever too shy to share your riding because you're afraid it's not that good? It can be really disheartening to get a lukewarm response to something you put so much into. But if you find other people who enjoy riding, then sharing becomes a lot easier. Because instead of just telling you that your riding is good or okay or bad, they want you to focus more on everything that went into it and things you can work on. It's much more encouraging that way, and it will make you want to continue improving. It's almost like having your own little literature club, don't you think? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Well, Natsuki's a hater, so it's Yuri next. Silence talks. Your writing has only improved in these last few days. Every poem you show me has been nothing short of spectacular. I can really feel the emotions. I'm a little envious even. I don't think it ever came to me this naturally. Yuri, that's the wrong way to put it. This never did come naturally to me. Yeah, I'm making shit up as I go. But I'm being able to improve so much thanks to you. You're really the example I was chasing after. Is that so? Yuri gently smiles to herself. This feeling. I'm so glad I got the chance to share my riding. I never thought it would feel like this. I remember you mentioning that yesterday. I can't believe that you're so good at something and you never even shared it with anyone. It's a kind of shame. Maybe, but it's not like I really had a choice. What do you mean? Well, Yuri smiles sadly. Talks, during lunchtime I eat by myself. Did you know that? Oh no, that's sad. It's a great time to find a quiet spot and do some reading. In fact, I always have some books with me. You could say I really enjoy reading. Well, that's one way to put it anyway. But books are so full of amazing and inspiring people. People you want to fall in love with. Or people you just would like to make a really good friend. Cheerful people who always put on a smile on your face. Or deep thinkers and problem solvers who discover the mysteries of life. So when you look at it that way, I'm surrounded by friends every day. You know, and those friends don't laugh at me. They don't tease me for spacing out all the time. They don't make fun of my body type. And they don't hate me for acting like a know-it-all. But people are such bullies, man. People say that about you. I'm not a know-it-all, Tox. It's the opposite. I don't know anything. I don't know how to talk to people. I don't know how to make people see me as normal. I don't even know how to make myself happy. You just gotta have confidence, Yuri. I have all these feelings and all I can do with them is read and write. But it wasn't until now that I started sharing it with you. but I really understood what it was missing all the time. But I haven't really done anything. No, that's wrong. Just being patient and respectful. That's really important to me. I know I'm a difficult person, Tox. I speak too slowly. You're not a difficult person, Yuri. I second guess myself all the time. I read too deeply into things, and every time you always treat me like anyone else. It's so rare that I feel comfortable with myself when I talk to others. And that's why every time I talk to you, I just feel so happy. I see. Well, I treat you how you deserve to be treated, Yuri. And if other people don't see it that way, then screw them. I mean, I joined this club hoping I would make friends, and I would say I've had at least one success. Oh. And I would say I had at least one success. Wouldn't you? If you put it that way, yeah. We really are friends now, aren't we? Yuri puts her head in her hands. This time she's smiling as she does. Do you want to show me your poem? Yeah, I do. Let me get it for you. Ghost Under the Light Part 2. Ooh, we got a Part 2. Alright. The tendrils of my hair illuminates beneath the amber glow. Bathing in the distance, a blue-green light flickers. A lone figure crosses the path, a silhouette obstructing the eerie glow. My heart pounds, the silhouette glows. Closer, closer, I open my umbrella, casting a shadow to shield me from the visibility. But I am too late. He steps into the streetlight. I gasp and drop my umbrella. The light flickers. My heart pounds. He raises his arm. Time stops. The only indication of movement is the amber light flickering against his outstretched arm. The flickering light is in rhythm with the pounding of my heart, teasing me for succumbing to this forbidden emotion. Have you ever heard of a ghost feeling warmth before? Given up on understanding life. Understanding it is overrated. I touch his hand, the flickering stops. Ghost are blue-green, my heart is amber. I like that poem. Finishing the poem, I start to hand it back to Yuri. But instead of taking it from me, she looks away. Do you dislike it? Of course not. I just don't really know how I should respond. Yeah, I'm pretty sure she was confessing love in that. Despite Yuri's poem usually being cryptic, it wasn't hard to figure out what this one was about. I don't know if I'll be able to explain this one. That's fine. I understand this one. Yeah, I bet you would. Yuri's having an even harder time speaking than usual. Look at her face. Does this one mean a lot to you? Yuri nods. I'm not really good with words, but I'm happy that you shared it with me. So thank you. I hope we keep spending time together. Despite my inability to make eye contact, I see a faint smile emerge on Yuri's lips. I once again try to hand the poem back to her. But instead, Yuri gently takes my hand and pushes them back towards me. I hesitate in response to a warm touch. You can. The poem is... Once again, Yuri fails to form a complete sentence. You mean I can keep it? Yeah, if she's handing you a note, you keep it. You don't try to palm it back off. Yuri nods. I'd love to. Again, Yuri faintly smiles as she doesn't want me to notice. You always make me feel nice. I know I'm not good with people, but I hope that I can return the favor sometime. Yeah, don't worry. I think you do a good job. Yuri finally turns back towards me. I guess we should move on before Monica says something. But I'm sure we can talk again later. Yeah, I'm sure we will. With that, Yuri timidly smiles at me and I return to my seat so I can put her poem away. Who should I show my poem to next? Well, it's just Natsuki. He's such a big hater. Missed one's alright. Oh, she's not Hayden today. Perfect. Alright. Well, yeah. About as good as yesterday's. Damn it! I judged too quickly. I see what you're going for, but it's really not my style. I mean, that's fine. I'm mostly just glad that you're trying a little bit. Well, at least she's given some encouragement after all. Well, of course I'm at least trying. Why are you so emotionally invested in my poems anyway? Isn't that more of a compliment to me? No, Grace. It's not like I care. It's just that one of us is in this club has to make sure you're not slacking off. Really? Well, what if you ended up just scaring me away? It's not like you would actually do that. Yeah, you're right. It's kind of fun just to hang out here, even if I have to put up with you. Good. Natsuki's eyebrows connects with my stomach. Oh, maybe I won't mind scaring you away after all. I was just joking. I know. Don't worry, I was too. How the hell do you call that a joke? That seriously hurt. Well, maybe it was funnier to her. I guess that's kind of the point. I should really just watch my mouth and Natsuki. Anyway, Natsuki holds a poem out to me like nothing ever happened. I'll be your beach. Your mind is so full of troubles and fears that diminish your wonder over the years. But today I have a special place for a beach for us to go. A shore reaching beyond your sight, a sea that sparkles with brightly light. The walls in your mind will melt away before the sunny glow. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way you thought had left you long ago. Let's bury your heavy thoughts in a pile of sand, bathe in sunbeams and hold my hand. Wash your insecurities in the salty sea and let me see you shine. Let's leave your memories in a foothill trail, set you free in my windy sail. And remember the reasons that you're wonderful when you press your lips to mine. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way you thought I had left you long ago. But if you let me by your side, your own beach, your own escape, you'll learn to love yourself again. All I was thinking about when in this one was when she said beach, I was thinking bitch. I'll be your bitch that washes away. Yeah, I feel like I kept writing about negative things, so I wanted to write something with a nice message for once. Besides, the beach is awesome. I kind of hard to write anything negative about the beach. So you decided to write about the beach first and then come up with the message later? Yeah, well, it's only because of what happened yesterday. I mean, after you and I realized we kind of wrote about the same thing, she wanted to pick a topic and have us both write about it or whatever. I see. Something tells me the poem Yuri showed me isn't the one she plans on sharing with everyone else. Of course, I choose not to mention that to Natsuki. Can you really see her doing that too? Making us write about a simple topic, then trying to impress me by coming up with something all fancy? Well, it's not like I care. I just did it anyway. I mean, I guess mine ended up being kind of metaphorical too. But there's nothing wrong with doing that once in a while. At the very least, it was good practice. Okay, you three. We're all done sharing poems, right? Why don't we start figuring out... Hold on a second. Is it just me, or did you say something strange just now, eh? Something did sound a bit unusual. That's right. You deviated from your usual catchphrase when addressing the club. Catchphrase? I don't have a catchphrase. Jeez. Why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yuri isn't immune to it. Stagnating as common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen. In your books, maybe. Yeah. Look, the only thing difference is that Suri isn't here. It seems you're right. Suri always helps lighten the mood a little bit, doesn't she? Sometimes like everyone's balance is thrown off when she's not around. Where the heck did she run off to anyway? I thought she just went to pee. Natsuki, please show some decency. Come on. She wasn't actually filmed too well and went home early. Is that so? I hope she's alright. Seriously? Of all the times to not go home with her, you pick the times she's not feeling well. So much for you two being all lovey-dovey. Well, we were never lovey-dovey in the first place. No. First of all, stop misunderstanding my friendship with Saori. And second, she's kind of been avoiding me today, so I didn't want to force it. Ooh. That's curious expression come from Yuri of all people. Calm down, guys. I talked to her earlier and everything is fine. What did she say? Anyway, we need to figure out the rest of the festival preparations, so let's decide what everyone else will be doing this weekend. Way to skip over the question, Monica. I already know what I'm doing. That's right. Natsuki will be making cupcakes. Oh, we get the cat cupcakes back. Yes. I hope they're the cat cupcakes. But we might need a lot of them and different flavors. Can you handle all that by yourself, Natsuki? Challenge accepted. As for myself, I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Saori will be helping me design them. As for Yuri, you can, guys, can you help me come up with something for Yuri? What, you don't have anything for Yuri? I'm useless. No, Yuri's not useless. No, that's not it at all. You're the most talented person here, you know. Now Natsuki's pouting too. Jeez, even I can tell now. I guess I never gave Suri enough credit, but I can tell things are even harder on you when she's not around. That may be the case, but if I can't also be the leader on my own, then I won't grow as a person. So Yuri, you have beautiful handwriting, you know. So you should make some banners and decorations to set the atmosphere. Atmosphere? About that. I love the atmosphere. Yuri's expression suddenly changes as she stares at the desk and focuses and starts nodding to herself. Your mind is already racing, I see. That's great. You'll be a wonderful help, Yuri. But anyway, that just leaves you, Talks. Okay, what am I doing? One who is truly useless. Anyway, don't say that. In fact, both Natsuki and Yuri have some pretty heavy tasks to handle. So it'd probably go a long way to give one of them a hand. You could always help me out as well. I would really appreciate that. Is Monica suggesting I spend the weekend with one of my club members? How on earth are they gonna respond to a suggestion like that? I suppose I wouldn't mind a bit of a help. Well, even if you don't know how to bake, there's always some dirty work I could give to you. It's not like Monica's gonna give me a choice. You shouldn't be sitting on your butt anyway. Stop hating Natsuki. Natsuki tries to mumble a bunch of excuses like that. If I recall, Natsuki, you mentioned that you'd like to handle the baking on your own. Tox may not like to be around if you only make him out to be a nuisance. Are they gonna get into a fight again? So therefore, he may be more suited to assist him with the decorations. Hold on, I never said that. How hard could it be to make a few decorations anyway? Sounds more like you just make an excuse for Tox to... What are you saying? It'll be extremely meticulous work. and bacon isn't? What do you think? Guys, let's slow down for a moment. In the end, I think it's up to Tox to decide how he'd like to contribute. Besides, he hasn't really gotten a chance to spend any time with me yet, you know? So I'm sure he's interested in... You literally just said, I'm surprised as well. I'm sorry. I was just saying, geez, can we settle this already? Yeah, Tox, you're okay with this, right? In the end, it's up to you. Of course. Very well. In that case, everyone looks straight at me. But of course, I'm gonna go with... Alright. Let's make a save right here. Well, I'm not going with Natsuki. She's a hater. Being a bit of a bitch. Maybe I should go help Sorori out. That way I don't have to decide. Yeah, maybe I go with Sorori. I mean, if it's going to be anyone, then I prefer helping Sorori. I mean, we're already neighbors, but Monica said Sorori was helping her. Jeez, do you really hate us that much? No, I didn't mean for this to be difficult. Just pick up a cup. Okay. Wow, you're only making me choose here. Okay, then yeah, I'll just go with Yuri. Well, I'll probably be most useful helping out Yuri. Me? Are you serious? Why would you? Natsuki, I already tell you you're about to say something mean. I can already tell you're about to say something mean. No, I was just saying, so you'll be helping Yuri then, Tox? Yes, yes I will be, yeah. That's what I'm going to do. I'm glad. I have a bad habit of overthinking these sort of things, so I think your assistance will be very useful. That's great to hear. Natsuki, will you be able to handle the bacon yourself? I mean, yeah, I already said I'd be fine. Okay. Everyone can tell Natsuki is feeling a little sour. So, is that everything we needed to go over? Yeah, that should be about it. Are you guys excited? Well, excited might not be the right word, but I suppose I'm looking forward to it a bit. What do you mean by that, Yuri? Do you feel the same way, Tox? Me? I guess you could say I'm interested to see how it turns out. Yeah, I'm interested to see how it turns out too. That's good enough for me. What about you, Natsuki? Natsuki? What? Why is everyone yelling at me? I didn't even do anything. No, that's not what I meant at all. Yuri anxiously glances between everyone in the room. I'm sorry for this. I don't really know why Tox picked me, and also, your cupcakes are the best cupcakes I ever had. Yeah, those were some bitchin' cat cupcakes. They go really well with my tea, and nothing I do for the event will compare to that. So I get it. I'm kind of surprised though. Why? Well, I'm the one acting immature. I already know that, but you're trying to cheer me up or else all of a sudden. I know I'm not very good at it. I'm sorry if I just said something bad. Natsuki isn't the only one surprised. Monica and I are also taken back by Yuri's words. When she already has trouble with words, trying to cheer someone up must be far out of her comfort zone. But I began to understand. Yuri was trying to sound like Sorori. Even if it didn't work perfectly, I can tell that she tried to say something Sorori would say at a time like this. Because Sorori always helped everyone smile and feel good about themselves. No, I kinda appreciated it. I'm sorry for making a big deal out of nothing, but I'm gonna say this. You better bet that my cupcakes are gonna be the best part about the whole event. I believe you. Yeah, I hope to see everyone do their best. But with that, there's nothing more for today. So I guess it's time for us to head out. Alright, let's get out of here then. Everyone packs up their things. I start to follow Monica and Natsuki at the door as they chat between each other. I turn around. Sorry, I realize that I don't have any way of contacting you this weekend. Yeah, that would be smart to exchange phone numbers. Oh, you're right. Can't believe that slipped my mind. Should I give you my phone number? I think that would be the best way, yes. Alright then. Yuri and I exchange phone numbers. Okay. Then I'll be stopping by your house on Sunday. My house? Is that a problem? No, not at all. I just thought I would be the one going to your house since I'm the one helping you. Yeah, I thought I'd be going to your house too, Yuri. I suppose that makes sense. But if you don't mind, I think I would prefer to go to your house. Well, yeah, that's fine too. Alright. In that case, it won't be a problem. I decided not to press Yuri for a reason. It's not like it should matter either way, so I'll just need to make sure my room is clean. I hope I managed to make myself useful in some way. I'm not nearly as creative as you are. Don't underestimate your self-talks. I think that will make a very productive team. Even if you only choose me because you felt bad enough self. But no, don't say that. Wait, you don't actually think that, do you? I don't know. It's difficult to come up with any other reason why you might have chosen me. What do you mean it's difficult? You're forgetting the one reason with the most common sense. I choose to help you because that's what I want to do. But Yuri thinks to herself with an extremely tense expression. Yuri, you're overthinking this. You are overthinking this, Yuri. You want me to point out that you're overthinking, right? I didn't realize. I'm telling you, I want to. That's all there is to it. Do you believe me? Yuri thinks really hard again. She looks straight into my eyes for a long while. I believe you. As if it took a tremendous effort, Yuri finally says that and relaxes her expression. I'm really looking forward to this Sunday. I'm looking forward to this Sunday. Yeah, I am too. After that exchange, I make my way out the door and Yuri follows. I can't believe this. Yuri's going to be coming to my house on Sunday. Even though I would have preferred to do this with Sorori. My anxiety still shoots through the roof. I guess I've gotten pretty used to handling her at this point. But who knows what might end up happening when you're outside of school. She even told me she was looking forward to it. I shake my head. Why do I feel nervous that Sorori finds out about this? It's not like we feel that way about each other. Besides, Monica said this is about the club. I have nothing to worry about. I'll just go with it and then I'll have a good time. Content one, okay. Sorry, Sunday here. Oh, sorry, Sunday. Been getting increasingly anxious about Yuri's upcoming visit. I keep telling myself that there's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help much. Yuri is clearly an introvert and also an intimate person in general. There's no doubt that she'll open up a little bit when it's just the two of us. Meanwhile, while we've been texting occasionally, she was extremely apprehensive at first, but it wasn't long before I already learned more about her. But putting Yuri aside, I haven't heard a thing from Sorori since she left the club the other day. It's not like we text each other all the time or anything, but I've been worried about her in the back of my mind. Between what Sorori said and what Monica said, is it really okay for me to put Sorori's feelings aside when she might need me? Yeah, you should think about your best friend there. I decide to visit Sorori before Yuri comes over. Rather than asking, I simply tell her I'm coming over, much like we've done in the past. Once I reach Sorori's house, I knock on the door before entering it myself. Whoa, you just go walking in, okay. Again, we used to play so often that we've made a habit of simply entering each other's houses like we're family. The house is quiet. Sorori isn't anywhere on the first floor, so I assume she's up in her room. So it is strange of her not to run down and greet me. I head up to her bedroom where I finally find her. Sorry. Hi, Tox. I sit down in her room. Sorry forces a smile, but it's easy to tell that she's different. There's a minute of silence between us. You haven't come over like this in a long time, have you? I guess you're right. It's been a long time. Not much has really changed, has it? Sorority's room is as messy as it's always been. I also recognize the stuffed animals and wall decorations that she's had for years now. Hehehe. If you come over more often, it wouldn't be such a mess. That's because I end up cleaning it for you. How come you suddenly want to come over today? Aren't you supposed to see Yuri today? Yeah, but... Wait, how do you know about that? Sorry, I had already left by the time we decided for the last meeting. Monica told me. It's only natural for her to keep me informed about the festival preparations, right? That's true. But what about you? Are you gonna be helping Monica today? Of course. But I'm just helping her online. We didn't plan to meet up or anything. So it's just me and Yuri then. Yep. There's more silence between us. Sorry stares in a random direction. Everything about her behavior uncharacteristic. I finally get to the point. I just wanted to see how you were doing after you left on Friday. When something's wrong, you can't hide it from me. I know you too well. So, sorry smiles, shaking her head. That's no good, Tox. Why can't it just be like it's always been? This is all my fault. If I didn't get so weak and accidentally express my feelings, if I didn't make that stupid mistake, then you wouldn't have been worried about me at all. You wouldn't have come here. You wouldn't have even been thinking about me right now. But this is just my punishment, isn't it? I'm getting punished for being selfish. Why should you get punished for expressing your feelings? I think that's why the world decided to have you come over today. It just wants to torture me. Sorry. I grab Sorry by the shoulders. What on earth are you saying? Are you listening to yourself right now? I know something happened to you. There's no other explanation for you to be like this. So tell me already. Until I know, I won't be able to stop thinking about you. Sorry gives me an empty smile. You really put me in a trap, Tox. But you're wrong. Nothing happened to me. I've always been like this. You're just seeing it for the first time. Seeing what? What are you talking about, Sorry? The fact that she has feelings for you, dumbass. You're really just gonna make me say it, aren't you, Tox? I guess I have no choice this time. The thing is, I had really bad depression my whole life. Did you know that? Oh, why do you think I'm late to school every day? But most days I can't find a reason to get out of bed. What reason is there to do anything when I'm fully know how worthless I am? Oh shit. Why go to school? Why eat? Why make friends? Why make other people put their energy and care to waste by having them spend it on me? That's what it feels like. That's why I want to make everyone happy without anyone worrying about me. I'm in shock. I can't even figure out how to respond. How is it possible that Sorry kept this from me this entire time that I've known her? She really did she really want me so badly just to not... Did she really want so badly for me just not to think about her? Why, Sorry? Why is it that you never told me about this? It almost feels like I'm being betrayed as your close friend. I don't even make this about yourself, you dick. Because if I knew, I would have done everything I could to support you. Okay, that's a bit better. Even if there's only so much I could do. I would have tried a little bit harder to make every day a little better for you. That's why I'm your friend. All you had to do was tell me. You don't understand at all, Tox. Why do you think I didn't tell you? Because if I told you, you would have waste effort caring about me instead of doing important things. I don't want to be cared about. Don't say that, Sorry. People deserve to be cheered up. It's bittersweet when people try to care about me. Oh. Oh. Yeah, no, I was just taking a break for a second. I got my nose is a little blocked up, so I was just making sure it cleared before I continued. Alright. It's bittersweet when people try to care about me. It feels nice sometimes, but it also feels like a bat being swung against my head. No. I think I'm coming down with a cold. So. And just talking this much, it's just like. It's sort of getting caught like in the back of my throat, so I'll probably play this for another hour, then stop. So yeah, I'll probably play for another hour, and then I'll take a pause of it, and then probably pick it up on a different date. That way I don't fuck my voice in case I am coming down with a cold. Alright. Let's see. But it also feels like a bat being swung against my head. That's why I wanted so badly for you to make friends with everyone else. Helping everyone be happy together is the best thing for me. No, sir, you need to think about your own happiness. But then I discovered something else too. Seeing you make friends and get close with everyone in the club, it feels like a spear going through my heart. So that's why I decided the world just wants to torture me. Every path leads to nothing but hurt. Yeah, that's because you have. It's obvious you have feelings for the main character here. And you didn't express yourself earlier because the main character is a fucking dumbass. He needs to stop being such a dumbass. Every path leads to nothing but hurt. You're right that I don't understand. I don't understand your feelings at all, Sarah. But I don't need to understand. Whatever it takes for me to help you stop hurting, that's what I'll do. No talks. There's nothing at all. The only thing that could help is if everything could be like it always was. But I was selfish. I finally showed you what a horrible person I am. You're not a horrible person. Tears streaked down Soro's face. I made you join the literature club because I was selfish, and I was punished by my heart hurting in a way that I couldn't understand. And now you come here and I made you hurt too. I'm just weak and selfish. That's all I am. That's why I'm going to accept these punishments, because I deserve every last one. You don't, sir. Stop being so down on yourself. No. Without thinking, I once again grabbed Soro's shoulder. This time I pull it into an tight embrace. You go. That's the exact thing to do in this moment. Tox. Sorry. I don't care if you feel selfish. I'm really happy that you convinced me to join the club. Seeing you every day makes it worthwhile enough. If I make friends with everyone else, then that's just a bonus. But please never underestimate how much I care about you. I wouldn't have it any other way. Tox. Suri isn't hugging me back. Despite my arms being wrapped around it, Suri's arms remain out her side. She starts sobbing next to my ear. No. Don't do this to me. Please don't do this. Tux. Sorry, barely manages to speak between her sobs. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing, but all I want is for her to know that I care. If you have it in you to call yourself selfish, then you have to let me be selfish too. No matter what it takes, I'll figure out what needs to change. This is what needs to happen. I'll make these feelings go away. And if there's anything that you need to do, then you better tell me. I'll get mad if you don't. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Gently Suri finally puts her arm around me in return. I don't know anything. It's all really scary. I don't understand any of my feelings, Tox. The only time I'm not feeling nothing is when I'm feeling in pain. But your hugs are so warm, and that's really scary too. Suri lets me go. As she does, I let her go too. The festival is tomorrow. Yeah, it's gonna be fun, right? Yeah. How would you like for me to spend it with all of you? It's what I want. I promise. I think that would be nice then. Yeah. Suri wipes her eyes. If I could spend the whole day here, I would. Of all days, this has to be one where I have other plans. Maybe I should cancel. No, don't. Please don't. If you did that, then I really wouldn't forgive you. But it's almost time for Yuri to meet me at the house. At the very least, do you want to come along and help out? It'd be fun. To my surprise, Suri shakes her head. I'm sorry. I don't know, it would be very good for me today. You understand, right? Yeah, it's kinda hard for me to fully understand. But I'm trying my hardest. It's okay. Don't worry too much about it. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Alright. I look forward to it. I say goodbye to Suri and exit her house. On the way home, I find myself still feeling uneasy. But it's hard for me to keep thinking about it when Yuri is about to come over too. I think Suri is right. I shouldn't be worrying too much, and we're definitely going to have a great time tomorrow. I should just focus on what's ahead of me. As I approach my house, I see something that makes me feel a moment of panic. What's that? Yuri? Oh god, she's here already. Oh no. Thank goodness. Yeah, a little early. I'm sorry, I wasn't home yet. Were you waiting for a long time? No, I just got here. But I started to get really nervous when nobody answered the doorbell. You always could have texted me. If I had known, I would have reassured you and hurried more on the way home. I suppose that's true. I didn't think of that for some reason. Should be common sense to do that, but I decided to ignore it. Anyway, let's go inside. I see you brought a lot of stuff with you. That's right. You did manage to find everything I asked you to buy as well. Yeah, pretty much. At least I hope I get everything right. I'm sure we'll be fine. I take Yuri to my room. The first thing she does is glance around curiously, which makes me feel anxious. It's so clean. That wasn't clean before your visit today. I cleaned it before you came over, so that's very considerate of you to do. No, I'd be really embarrassed for my room to be a mess while you're here. Well, I do enjoy cleaning. I would have been glad to help you clean. That would have been even more embarrassing. Yeah, it would have been. Wait, don't look in there. I start she's in the process of opening a desk drawer of mine. I wonder what you got in the drawer. I'm sorry. I wasn't thinking for some reason. I was just spacing out. It's fine, it's fun. I let go of Yuri's wrist. She puts both of her hands firmly in her lap as if making sure she's keeping track of them. So, should we get started? Yes. I have a few other things planned that you can help with. Decorations and other atmospheric enhancements. Atmospheric enhancements? Yeah, what atmospheric enhancements? You know, moonlighting, aromatherapy candles. Oh, wow. Oh, yeah, wow. I didn't know you planned on taking it that far. Of course. I want to help take your guests to a faraway place. Although many will stop by just out of curiosity. And for the cupcakes, I guess, yeah, those cupcakes are gonna be bitchin'. I'm determined to provide an experience that will leave them wanting more. That's great. It's easy to forget that you're a pretty intense person. Intense. I guess that's the best way to put it. Is that a bad thing? No, not at all. It's something that I would like about you, actually. It's something I like about you, actually. Is that so? That makes me feel relieved and kind of happy. Yeah, no need to be so anxious. You can relax a little. Relax. What some of the things are relaxation. I was going to use them during the poetry event. Oh yeah, like what? Let's see. Your rummages through her bag. She pulls out a few candles and a wooden cylinder-shaped object. I did some shopping on the way here. So I happen to have these in my bag. I plan to cover the windows in black paper and use candles to light the room. I think that would be amazing, don't you? Yeah, that would be really neat. What's that wooden thing though? Oh, this is a diffuser for essential oils. How familiar are you with aromatherapy? Not familiar at all. Is that so? It's one of my favorite contributors to a positive atmosphere. Depending on the oils or herbs you choose, you can change the mood of the air itself. You can even feel it permeate through your body. Relaxation, positive energy, romance, reflection. So almost like magic. Yuri takes the cylinder and pushes a switch on the bottom. In just a moment, a thin ray of vapor begins to spout out through a small hole on the top. Wow, these smell wonderful. What kind of mood is that one for? This is jasmine essential oil. It smells a little sweet and flowery, right? Yeah, that's a good way to describe it. I choose jasmine for the event because it provides more than relaxation. Jasmine enhances your emotion and helps you feel them flow through your body. You feel warmer and your heart pounds more heavily. Don't you think this will be perfect for sharing your poems? It does sound suitable. Oh, you seem to know a lot about this, so I'll trust your opinion with anything. Yuri smiles gently, clearly enjoying herself. She again reaches into her bag and pulls out several spools of thin ribbon. What are these for? Well, did you purchase the origami paper like I asked you to get? Yeah, I have it over here. We won't be using the paper for folding origami, we're not. What I'd like to do is write different words on each paper. Okay. We'll need about 100 of them. Oh my god. Oh yeah? What will those be used for? Well, I'm gonna cut pieces of ribbons to hang them from the doorway of the classroom. Then we can fasten the paper onto the ribbons to create a doorway curtain. Ooh, that sounds fancy. And creative. Wouldn't that be wonderful? Wouldn't that be beautiful? It would also catch the eye of those passing by the room. And may attract some to peek inside. That's really creative. Yeah, it is. I had no idea you'd be so good at this, Yuri. Is that so? Well, I suppose I do get a little intense, as you put it. Yuri giggles with red cheeks. Is it just me, or she's more relaxed when it's just the two of us? Yeah, dumbass. Or maybe it's just the excitement she feels for sharing something that she enjoys. Here's a marker, Talks. You can write any characters you want. I'll help you once I finish cutting the ribbons. Alright. Sitting on the floor together, the two of us get to work. I'll carefully draw a different character on each paper, Doing my best to manage my bad handwriting. Yuri unravels a long strand of red ribbon to her desired length. Then she reaches into her bag once more and pulls out a pocket knife. Eh? The knife is strangely beautiful. The silver handle has an intricate pattern of waves etched into it. The blade itself is gently tinted blue. That's no ordinary pocket knife. It looks really fancy. Ah! Well, embarrassed, Yuri looks away. What is it? You're going to think it's weird. Yuri, whatever it is, I have no reason to judge. Exactly. To each their own, you know. If you promise you won't be weirded out. Yeah, I promised. Alright. The thing is, I'm kinda into knives. Oh, okay, you... Sweet. They're just so pretty. I can't help it. I don't know what it is. The combination of craftsmanship and feeling of danger, maybe. Hey, people have their own hobbies. If you like knives, and that's your thing. What was I saying? Please don't think I'm weird for this. I don't think you're weird for this. Ha ha ha. You're laughing at me. No, I'm not laughing at you. It's just funny how nervous you got about sharing. It's it's interesting thing to be interested, I guess. But I guess it kind of suits you. Suits me. Yeah, it's kind of intense. Besides, it's a really cool looking knife. I can't deny that. It is, isn't it? Yuri relaxes her expression once again. Would you like to hold it? Sure, I'll check it out. Yuri carefully hands me the knife with the handle facing me. I take it and turn it around in my hands. It feels heavy and extremely solid. Where do you even get a knife like this? Curious of its sharpness, I've feel the point of a knife with my index finger. Ow! Tox, you fucking dumbass. Why did you do that? Because he's a dumbass. I didn't expect it to be that sharp. I barely touched it. It's my fault. I should have warned you. The knife is extremely sharp. No, Yuri. The main character is just a stupid fuck. It can cut through skin like paper. Oh no. A small drop of blood trickles down my finger. Yuri takes my hand and gives the wound a closer look. Ah, she stares at it and noticeably fidgets. If you're squeamish, I'll go wash it off now. Without warning, Yuri puts her finger in her mouth and licks the wound. Oh shit! What are you doing, Yuri? No, this is too much. I feel my tongue. Where my finger? Oh no! Started, I instinctively pulled my arm back. Yeah, that would be the right response because it's just out of nowhere. Oh, please forgive me. I wasn't thinking. Yuri rolls ahead, her face burning up. Yuri, that's the most embarrassing thing I've ever done. How could I do something like that? I'm sorry. Sure, it was a little weird and took me by surprise, but I guess she was just trying to help, right? I think you're overreacting. She doesn't lift her head. What if she doesn't recover from this for the rest of the afternoon? Alright, you know what? This might be a stupid thing to do, but I'll do it anyway. I take Yuri's hand and lick her index finger into it. Oh my god. Tox, did you really just do that? Yeah, he did. Now we're even. Yuri just looks at me like I did something wrong. I knew it would be a bad idea. Yeah. You don't match one weirdness with another weirdness just to try to balance it out. It's not for the sweet aroma of jasmine oil. The air would be extremely heavy right now. You're so weird, Toxie. Yeah. Yuri giggles shyly. Yuri calling me weird. I have no response to that. Yeah, she started it. Where do you keep your bandages? I don't think I need one actually. It was just a tiny cut. Look at that, it already stopped bleeding. I see. That's relieving. The tension is quickly lifted. We each resume our respective activities. I watch Yuri's knife cut through the ribbon like it's nothing but air. Meanwhile, I continue to make progress on the paper. After we finish attaching the paper to the ribbons, we lay them all out side by side. It looks better than I expected and will be very effective as a door curtain. It looks great. Good thinking coming up with this, Yuri. Ah, thanks. It's just something I saw online, Lily. Are you ready to move on to the next task? Yeah, let's do it. What do you have in mind? I like to create a banner. That's why I asked you to buy the paint tablets. Ah, that's right. One of the items Yuri asked me to buy was a kit of watercolor paint tablets. We'll need about 6 cups of water to put each of the tablets in. Do you mind fetching those for us? Of course not. 6 cups of water. I'll be right back in a minute. Thank you very much. Oh, and just a little bit of water is okay. If you fill the cups too much, it will be too diluted. Taking Yuri's advice, I decided to use a small plastic bathroom cup rather than the full-size glasses. Put them on a plate to catch any paint that drips, then bring it back into the room. Yuri? Yes? I come in to see Yuri quickly unroll her sleeve, pulling it back over her arm. Ah, nothing. Your face is a little red. It's too hot in here. Is it too hot in here or anything? Ah, no, not at all. There's nothing wrong, so let's mix the paint. Yuri hungry dismisses me and takes it upon herself to unwrap the tablets, dropping them into the cups. So, I thought we would do something simple that would look really nice. I'd like to paint a gradient across the banner, starting with the colors for the sunrise, then daytime, then sunset, then nighttime. Once it dries, I'll write an inspirational quote across the banner. We can hang it up on the wall behind the podium at the front of the classroom. Ah, neat. That sounds neat, actually. What are you gonna write? Well, it'll be more fun to surprise you. Okay. Yuri smiles at me. If you say so. After rolling out the banner, Yuri and I kneel on opposite sides so we don't get in the way of each other. Yuri uses a brush and adds a few dots of different colors across the banner to serve as the color guide when we paint. This kinda reminds me of elementary school. Painting on a banner with long watercolors feels a lot like art class projectors we had back then. It's relaxing. Ah. I'm sorry if this feels too childish. No, I don't mean that at all. It's kind of fun, you know? Yeah. It is fun. I'm glad you feel that way too. Yuri stops painting for a moment, thinking to herself. For me, I don't need to go out and do crazy things to have fun. In fact, I usually don't even want to. I just don't like when I can spend time with another person. Even if it's something simple like reading, it doesn't even matter if we don't talk much. Just having a friend next to me makes me feel a little bit nicer. I think that's all it takes to be happy. Is that so? Even if Yuri and I are quite different, I can understand where she's coming from. I feel that way about things like anime and games where simply sharing their experience with someone can make you happy. Yes, sharing things with other people does make people happy. I think I feel the same way. Yuri smiles gently. I knew you'd understand. Yuri leans over the banner to grab an unused paintbrush, but I move at the same time, causing my head to bump into Sorry. Yuri looks back and I quickly lift my hands in surprise. Are you hurt? No, I'm not hurt. It just startled me, that's all. Sorry, I should have asked you to get it for me. It's not your fault. Your face. The droplets of paint on Yuri's face and neck. Is there something on my face? Yeah, I accidentally got paint on me. Sorry, it's totally my fault. I'll get you a towel right away. I rush out and fetch a small towel and then I dampen it with hot water. I return to my room and kneel back down in front of her. Here. I pat down Yuri's face and neck with the towel. Ah. Is something wrong? It's hot. I just didn't expect that. Sorry. I just didn't want to use cold water. Having finished, I started to retract my hand. Yuri suddenly holds my wrist. Oh, here we go. Wait, just for a little longer. It feels really nice. Ah, I keep my hand still against Yuri's neck. I bet it does feel nice. She looks into my eyes. It's an intense expression that I recognize from when she was reading her books. Almost as if she's lost in a daze, developed by her own thoughts. She breathes gently, half through slightly parted lips. What is happening? Is this the aroma of jasmine oil giving me the dizzy feeling? This is the perfect time to kiss her, you dumbass! Yuri's gentle fingers wrap around my wrists, send a tingling sensation through my arm, and suddenly her face seems much closer to mine than it was just a moment ago. Ah! Yuri slowly pulls away. Sorry, I've been feeling a little lightheaded today. I don't mean to space out. It's fine. The moment is over as soon as it begins. Yuri picks up her brush again, and her movements seem clumsier, like she's unable to focus. I wonder why she's unable to focus. I remain silent, forced to ignore the event that just transpired. I hesitantly retrieve my own brush and continue following Yuri's example. That should do it. I've finished filling the night sky with white dots that look like stars. Looking at the banner as a whole, it's very pretty and natural looking. I think it came out better than I expected. I'm really happy with the result. Yeah, me too. Are you going to add the lettering now? Not yet. It needs to dry first. That's true, but won't that take a while? Well, perhaps it would be best to leave it here than have you bring it in the morning. Yeah, that would be best. I can do the lettering in classroom before the event starts. Is that okay? That's totally fine. Wonderful. In that case, I don't think there's anything more for us to do here. Phew. You say that like you're glad it's over. Was I wrong to assume that you were at least enjoying yourself a little bit? Yeah. No, it's not that. I'm just glad we managed to get everything done. I see. I am too. I was a little concerned about time. I needed to start making dinner soon. Ah, so you don't have any time left? I was secretly hoping we would have extra time after finishing the work. Ooh. Well, Yuri thinks to herself, I think it would be too irresponsible of me to wait much longer. I'm sorry. I was hoping there would be more time as well. It's probably my fault. Sorry for being such a slow worker. No, it's not your fault at all. And the important thing is that we got everything done, right? Yeah, so I shouldn't be disappointed or anything. Gathering all her things, Yuri seems to look a bit downcast. I understand why. It sounded like she rarely gets the opportunity to spend time with friends in a relaxed environment. But that doesn't mean that this is the last time it can happen. As Yuri packs up, I walk out to the front door. Thank you very much for having me today. No problem, I'm glad I was able to help. So let me know if there's anything else you need me to bring tomorrow. I will. Well then, Yuri fidgets. I guess I'll see you tomorrow. Wait. I kind of say that without thinking. About today. It's fine that we didn't have as much time as we wanted, because we could do this again. Whether you want, you can come over, or we can go out somewhere. And I forgot you don't like going out much. As I stumble over my words, Yuri simply smiles bashfully. Anyway, you know what I'm trying to say, so you're very thoughtful, Tox. Yuri takes a step closer to me, then briefly squeezes my hand. I kinda like that about you. Ooh, where are we going with this? Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? Oh, there's ways you can respond to that. But I don't even get a chance as Yuri suddenly pulls back. Sorry. Huh? Ah. Hi, Tox. Sorry. Oh no, we've been interrupted. Just now we went. It's okay, Tox. I just stopped by to say hi. Well, it's nice to see you. I'm sorry, but I'm already on my way to leave. Ah, Lily, that's too bad. I'm sorry. But we'll all be together at the festival tomorrow, so that's fine, right? Of course. Sorry, beams. Yeah, so I'll see you tomorrow. Clearly embarrassed, Yuri hurries off. Sorry waves goodbye after her. Sorry, I thought you didn't want to come over today. Well, I tried to stay in my room, but my imagination was being really mean to me. I wonder why I was being mean to you. So I had to come here and see for myself. See what? What are you talking about? You know, how much fun you are having with Yuri. How close you got to her. Makes me really happy. Were you spying at us through the window? That you've made such good friends. That's all that matters to me. Tears start to fall down Suri's face. That's all that matters to me. Why am I feeling this way, Tox? I'm supposed to be happy for you. Why does it feel like my heart is splitting in half? It hurts so much. Everything hurts so much. This would be so much better if I could just disappear. Sorry, don't say that. It's true, Tox. If I wasn't here, then you wouldn't have to waste your sympathy on me. You wouldn't have to put up with being selfish. Monica was right. I should just... Monica? Monica was right about what? Yeah, what was she right about? Sorry. What I said before is true. I'm not gonna let this continue. Caring about you like this isn't a burden on your mind. Isn't the burden your mind is making it out to be. It's something that makes me happy. It's something that I wouldn't trade for anything else. So even if it takes an entire lifetime, I'm gonna be by your side until you don't feel pain anymore. But Sari looks away. I put my hand on her shoulder and reassure her. I'm scared, Tox. I'm really scared. What are you scared of, Sari? I'm scared that I might like you more than you like me, Sari. It's true, isn't it? I was weak and I started to like you too much. I did this to myself. Tox. I like you so much, but I don't want to die. That's how I feel. And that's enough, Sari. I don't want you to hurt anymore. So I have my hand down Sari's arm and squeeze her hand in my own. Do you remember how I said I'll always know what's best for you? Do you still believe me? Wordlessly, Sari nods. Even if you don't understand all your own feelings, I know you need what you need most right now. And that's what I'm gonna give to you. Oh shit! I know, options! Alright. Options. You will always be my dearest friend. Well, clearly, Sierra wants to, wants the first option. But I think there's already too much going on between, the main character and Yuri at the moment. So, we're gonna have to disappoint. You'll always be my dearest friend. What you need most is for things to be like they always been. Monica told me the truth. She told me how much happy you seemed after I joined the club. I know you're struggling with some really difficult feelings right now. Oh my god. But please trust me, but I know what's best and what will make you happy in the end. I promise I'll help you get things back to the way they were. I see. Sari forces a smile through an incredibly pained expression. Is this what it feels like to get stabbed in the chest? Should I write a poem about this? Sorry. It's okay. This is just my punishment, remember? For being so selfish. So please don't worry about these stupid feelings. I know you're right. I knew this the whole time, that there was no happiness down that path. That's why I came here. So I could just get the answer I needed to hear. And the other thing, you're also right that I just want it to go back to the way it was. I realize that now. You really do know me better than anyone talks. I trust you with anything. Anything at all. So, Sarah's smile finally breaks. All of a sudden she turns around and drops to her knees. Yeah, clutching her head with both hands. Clutching her head with both hands, she screams out as loud as she can. So shocked, but I don't know how to react. Sarah looks over his shoulder and flashes me one more weak smile before turning around and running off. Sarah, I'm left helplessly standing in front of my house. Why am I feeling so horrible about this? There's nothing more I could have done. The most I can do is support Sorori through her feelings and help her on the path that's right. But I'm having as much trouble understanding Sorori's feelings as she is. Even though I can comfort her, I keep wondering if I should be doing something more or something different. I know these thoughts will continue to plague me until things are back to the way they were. I'm going to give it everything I got. Sorori will always be my dearest friends. I'll do whatever it takes to put a smile on my face every day. Content war. Oh, okay. Alright, time to save. Oh, I think this is where I take my break for. I'll pick this up at another time. Oh. Oh. Alright, so I did save. So, alright then. Cool. Whoever's watching, thank you for watching. And I'm gonna stop right now and I'll pick this up on another day. Okay. Bye.